Oh. Do 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 do.
Maybe like before bed. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I don't even know today. Because like then we have quite afternoon and I'm going to work. Because that's like when I'm going to sleep. It's fine.
Good evening. How we do it? Yeah. Yeah, need to put my socks up. There we go. Well, that's one sock. 2 socks. Yeah, that's 3 socks. Kidding, I haven't got 3 feet. I only have the 2 feet. Itchy head. That's better. How we do it? I hope we're well. We'll just get in game, shall we? There we go. While we're waiting for other people to arrive for silage, I'll feed the beef. That was all thanks to Morton. Yeah, get this done and then we'll be all ready for silage with a bit of luck. Well, hopefully we'll have enough people to help with the silage. If not, it's going to be a bit of a boring stream, I think. There we go, here comes everybody. Here's Jacob. I'll go and jump in VC. There we go. It's the magic cows. Left me torch on my phone. Don't want to do that.
I know he's gone.
I ain't gonna bother with a CQ plough. I'll let that slide on eBay. I wonder if we can get round that robot. Almost round it. But stop, you silly robot. Alright, this is all going to go Pete Tong. The main man himself, Monsieur Bullet Bill, Monsieur. I shouldn't have tried to drive around Robbie. Robbie's in. Evening, Jacob. Oh no. So does that mean you've got to go and synchronise again?
Yep.
Shocking. Yeah. I'm having arguments with my Robbie the robot. Yeah. But I thought I could drive round him and he's not letting me. Just every time I get a little bit away from Robbie, and it starts moving again.
So what exactly are you trying to do with this?
Trying to get out my shed. What size trailer have I got? It's a single axle crux.
You've got a double axle crux as well.
Yeah, I know, I'm using that one.
I got rid of both my small crux trailers for a slightly bigger Marshall, so if anyone wants to use that tonight, they can. I'll bring it down.
It might be worth letting Sam know.
Can you... Oh wait, I'm synchronising now.
Means I can argue with this silly pigging robot a bit more. So I'll just get rid of the gearbox and see if we've got the brute strength up. Yay! Ooh, I could upgrade to a Fleming, couldn't I?
Good.
I might do that actually. Of course he's loaded as a sheep farmer.
There's that great demand in the rifle.
Yeah, I think there's another great demand on now for wool. I'm going to do my nut tonight. Gearbox on, gearbox off, gearbox on, gearbox off. Crash into sheds, crash into walls, crash into sheds, crash into walls.
If we were doing this realistically, the sheep farmers would make no money.
If we're doing it realistically, none of us will make any money. Apart from you, because you're a contractor.
I'd be the richest here. The opposite in
Driving around in a nice big fleet of posh tractors. Yeah, I'm going to trade in the single axle and I'll get myself a nice Fleming. No, I've still got 2 trailers. Yeah, the shade is already turned on. Just checking. Actually, I might very quickly spam my link.
It's too dark when I turn shaders on. That's weird.
There it is, ain't it?
I've gotten used to it, but within a day.
Yeah. I'm the same.
It feels so much nicer.
I need Neo to come on and work me clamp for me. Sam's will beat the shop. I was hoping I was going to beat him. Well, if we're going to beat the shop, we might as well.
So, shall I break my trailer down?
No, I've got a trailer. Sam's got a trailer. I think everybody else has.
So we're going to go straight to 106 then?
Yeah, we may as well go 106, so it's next to the shop. Is it all serviced and ready to go?
Yeah, all service and refuel. I'm going to be new to the shop though.
Say again?
Will I be new to the shop though?
Not if I don't let you. The race is on. Do 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 do. Nah, you're gonna beat me.
He is patched up way too patched up mine.
You have a shortcut, right? I'll have to tell him.
Yeah, it's possible. Not as much to use it, but you can drive down the railway line into my yard and get to the shop.
Well, that is true.
It's very realistic.
Come on, so we better get this party started. At least there's another way into the shop. I only get $3,000. That's shocking.
Nothing.
3,327 quid for that. Crooks. Fleming. Ooh, it's a 12-ton silage. That one. Go wide tyres, why not? 23 grand. That's an expensive trailer, that is. I want both sides, both greedy boards on, but hey ho. If I need to, I'll take one of them off. What's the speed on that pickup?
I think 9 miles an hour. Sorry, didn't see you there.
That's alright. And we're off.
Well,
I think it's 9 for Maze.
I know it's 9.
I don't need the map. Nah, turn it to myself. I'm coming. Oh, you missed a bit.
Yeah. Well, I could leave it, but I'd have thought we'd get it.
Hold on, let me get straight. I'll turn the wheel the wrong way. Wait for me, I'm not as fast as you. It's gone down to low range. Give me a minute, I'll get there. I'm sure Sam will be getting some pictures. Bumpty bumpty bumpity bump. I just got. No, I haven't. Thought it might have had a trailer hitch on the back of it, but I ain't. Would have brought a chamois trailer down. But then again, it's probably just as easy for him to grab yours, ain't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
2 seconds.
Evening, Adam.
How are you guys doing?
I'm good.
Are we live?
Yes, we are live.
Hello, humble audience.
Hello, Adam.
Close blender. The old server up. Oh,
We're doing silage.
I am coming on. I remembered. I did remember.
Ah, well done.
According to Adam, you ain't got a trailer, so according to Sham, you ain't got a trailer, so there's one in my yard you can use.
Oh, we're not doing the trailer pool thing anymore.
What?
You know, we had the trailer pool. Well, it was like, oh, you use this one, I'll use this one.
Here's Wayne.
Oh, right. I thought you said full.
Oh, no, sorry.
I thought it meant like a tug of war.
Sam left yet? No. Just need a near one now to work the pit.
Yeah, the texture baking process is slow and boring. So I watched some. What was it called? The thing on Disney Plus. The Falcon and Winter Soldier, I think it is, isn't it?
I would have no idea.
It's a sort of Marvel miniseries.
Ah, very nice. How's the
Yeah, so that's today, so I just watched that.
Is the tractor doing alright?
Yeah, I got the normal map done for the exterior. What I'm doing, I think I'm going for 3 textures. I'm going to do exterior, interior, and then lights, because that seems to be pretty standard.
Not in the game. Adam, you stole my sound.
I stole your sound.
Yeah.
Oh, Kunon sale.
Yeah. The wrapper I need on sale, but I can't afford it.
Hello.
Hello, Wade.
What frequent I was sitting in there, I was like, where is everybody?
We're in here.
I did see you in there, and then I saw these two in here. I was like,
I was like, yeah, thanks very much. Barely no mates over here.
Well, I'm streaming. I'm going to be in my channel, ain't I?
Yeah, you have.
Just dump me track on the side of the road while I spam the link everywhere.
Cause traffic jam tonight.
Yeah, right. We'll believe you.
I'm just having
I'm on about you.
what Sham doing?
Probably more than you. He normally is.
I think Sham's doing your bales, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Yeah, he's stacking bales.
Yeah,
Well,
because the
lighthouse.
glass is gone, so he's using the front loader.
If you need a silage trailer, there's one in
I'm
right.
coming.
I think Sham is already dipped one right.
Oh dear. I've forgotten what I'm doing. What I'm doing.
Forgot where you're going.
No, I'm on Discord trying to spam my link and I can't remember where. Can't find the channel I'm supposed to be using. Oh, my brain's asset.
Which server are you in?
Atomics. Hey, thanks for following links, Longwall.
That's your audio sounds strange tonight.
What, mine?
Sounds echoey. Not like
doing in the
not
vid.
like echoey like feedback, but echoey like you're in like a hollow room.
No, it's not a hollow room. Adam, why haven't you got a video link channel in your Discord yet?
Because no one's ever done anything in there.
Well, you need to sort your life out and get one created. Thank you very much.
Well, no, these noobs, Crumb, they just don't know.
Is it bad that my server was the last one I put the pictures in? Massey.
Probably.
I've completely forgot to post anything I've done recently on my server.
I don't really care that no one puts in there. I mean, the only sort of person who's only in there is Devoir. Everyone else is in other servers.
Who?
There's a guy in my Discord server called Devoir. I think that's how you say it. Met him a few years ago. He did my logo.
Oh, yeah, I remember you saying that.
I forgot there was a ping in the FS Discord earlier. I wonder how that went down.
I left the FS Discord.
I'm still in it. Just
What?
I got banned and then re-added to it.
Right.
Is that a white silage trailer? Oh no, it's a Fleming. Did you get that?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought it tonight.
Nice.
There we go.
I'm assuming I'm using one of your masters.
No, you've got the Crux twin axle.
Crooks. Oh thank God for that.
Well,
That's no single axle.
I sold the
Good
single
strength.
axle.
Yeah, I've got something. It's not the same without changing.
Which field are we working in?
106 at the minute.
Is anyone actually coming back yet?
Sam's just unloading now. I'm just about there.
Hey, not.
I'm still helping a bit if it's needed, but I'm still in some piggy wiggies at the minute.
It's still on the main road. Oh, there's a truck coming down that tunnel.
Yeah, there's traffic on my lane now.
Jeez.
You've got to remember that.
They don't move across.
No, they don't. I've complained to Ian, but
He has fixed it, or he's working on it. It'll be in a patch.
I know there's a car coming, so I'll just wait here for it.
Oh, so don't turn up there.
Thanks for that, Links Longwall. I'll just call you Links, it's easier, but much appreciated.
What was that?
Somebody complimenting my streams.
Well, I thought you was about to say it's complimenting your driving. I was going to say he's got Specsavers.
Come on, you silly car, you can pull out now. Oh, don't say I've broken the traffic on my lane.
Oh, God.
I don't know if anyone was going to break stuff.
Well, it was obviously...
There's another one coming.
To be fair.
There's another two coming.
I can't get down my lane. Oh, nuts.
Go the other way.
I can't. I'm going to have to go up, turn round and come back. Hopefully it'll be gone by then. Causing a traffic jam.
Oh, dear. Nothing to do there for you, to be fair, Crumble.
No.
You've been doing that for years.
At least I'm not as bad as GD on his ETS stream earlier.
Did he crash?
No, he was trying to show off the Iberia DLC.
Yeah.
He still had Pro mods turned on, so of course the Iberia DLC don't work, does it?
Yeah. Yeah, don't support each other.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine it will do because Pro Mods is due to release their update any minute now, so I'm assuming that's what they've been waiting for. I bet they've been waiting for that to drop.
Oh, well, how far down did you go turn around?
At the sell point.
That won't please a lot of people, because I know a lot of people were pleased when they linked it to the Vive la France and all that stuff. So like, oh, I don't want to buy the DLC. I've already bought the others. It's taken me 20 years to save up to buy them. So, well, it's bloody well spent for Euro trucks.
Well, they'll be doing a small patch now to make it compatible, but then all of the Iberia stuff that Pro Mods add won't be done for a while.
Yeah.
So
That's how they always do.
I'm going to wait until...
fix and then patch it to be fully correct.
Yeah, I'm going to wait for full compatibility.
Well, I normally don't play Euro trucks until there's like 2 DLC in them for Mods updates again. I can't keep up with Sam. It's gone.
There's a car! There's a car! Christ, looking at the map and there's a car.
You really haven't got far, have you?
No, I haven't. Yeah, I'm sure I've told Ian about the traffic not moving over, so that should be sorted, hopefully.
Why is the amateur not working in this trailer?
Leaves in April.
There we go, that's got it.
I need to find out where Neo is, can I need somebody to work the pit.
Selling 100.
I can do the pit if he doesn't come online. Or do you have a
I have got a bug break, so...
Let me, yeah, don't matter.
Oh no, we're taking the steps.
If we had tabbing on, I could do the pit while waiting for trailers, but we don't.
No, we don't have tabbing.
Oh, you caught up with Sam there, Adam.
I don't know if you waited up for me or if you I did catch up with him. Maybe you got caught in traffic.
How much is left in 106?
I think Adam and Sam will be, yeah. I think we'll go to 50.
53 next.
So, yeah, 53 next.
I'll come out and hang out at this shop and follow you down. What's the point of me sitting in the field waiting?
What speed are we doing?
Well, apparently we're doing 10 now. We're doing 12.
Oh, I'm not saying cruise control. I'll just do it manually. Short enough rows. I got the shade. I do have the shaders.
Need to do it 11 times, Adam.
I need to find out if Sham's in my Discord.
Yeah, he is with this. Sham is. Because he came on, he's been on multiplayer.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, I've got a new subscriber on YouTube tonight as well. Well, hey.
Well done.
Nice. Oh, we're getting that horrible survey lag thing again. Get that jersey thing on the Google.
Yeah.
I'm not very quick enough.
I've got about 5 new subscribers recently, but not posting video last week.
Well, I'll stop taking pictures of tractors and start getting videos of them.
I'm not trying to, but
They keep moving.
It's like the half of the Red Sea. Oh no! What is this synchronized dancing?
well, I went to turn, and then I lagged.
Good evening, Morton.
Hi, ball.
Yeah, blame it on lag, like the story.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was perfect excuse to get out of the situation.
I definitely had a lag spike and went straight into
Dodgy driving.
Well, I'm sure that didn't help.
Better not be damaging my hedgerows and my trees.
Gosh, as you joke, the hedgerows are made out of solid granite now. No chance of ripping your front end off. And I'm a bit concerned if anything happens in this, because if I bring up the insurance people, they'll think my tractor's a 611 and it's not.
It's not picking up how Phil Sam is.
I can see you, Wayne. Look behind you.
Oh God, I'm getting out of here before I get crashed into. I'm not an AI vehicle, go away.
I'm following you.
No, they're my piggies, you're not having them.
People sandwiches.
That's a double check where 53 was.
Evening, Rob.
He actually is following me and all, look.
Yeah, I need to do a config option on my trailer. Oh, no, that's not the trailer, that's the tractor. I don't want the tractor, I want the trailer.
You wait up there because I'm convoy.
Yeah.
I was going to say, there's an opportunity for a convoy here.
Yep. I'll go ahead and you can follow behind.
I'll go with left sideboard. £1,000 to customise it.
Tasty.
Daylight robbery, that. £1,000 to remove a bit of metal. Wait for me.
I'm waiting.
I'm coming.
I'm waiting for Sham to suggest it. Come on. Go on, Sham, I know you want to.
Do what?
Is he in here? Is he in BC?
No.
Oh.
Oh, lag spike.
That's one load. That's my first load. Oh, I haven't claimed another.
Just hear lots of calls.
Who's Totem?
Not me. Oh, you're not claimed the piggies then. Oh no, sold animals. Oh. Money goes straight into your bank.
Oh,
Oh,
come
Right.
on.
what's that?
Right on, I'm confused now.
What are you lot doing?
I'm just waiting for them.
Oh, Jesus.
I just went round them.
Oh, that's
We
why
are very coordinated, I don't know what you're talking about.
that's why we're getting that funny lag thing. Everyone's got their wombles on.
I haven't got my wobbles on.
No, they haven't.
I've got mine.
I remember Sam saying the other month that if they're on, apparently it causes lag slow down. Thank you, Adam.
Who's
Yeah,
that?
Not mine.
Mine.
I've got a grain trailer.
It's my trailer.
80 hours on the grass.
133 exactly on Freddy.
112.8. And then if I add on the 80 odd that's on the 309. It all adds up.
COM.
Oh, I'm getting the chuff out of there for a pile of liquors. Having no part of that.
Well, unfortunately, we're all following Sham, so.
Yeah, well, good luck.
No, you're all following me, so.
Yeah, it could be worse. You could be following him. You'll probably end up at Sam's.
Why have you come this way?
Because there's a perfect photo opportunity for the zebra.
Oh, really?
Oh, God, here we go. Line up for the camera.
I'm just following, I'm not in
Jake
control
to
of...
miss Instagram.
You better tell Sham or he'll overtake you.
Run you all.
I got a nice
Oi.
convoy. What a secret.
I didn't know we were stopping.
You said we were stopping.
You see these funny red
You
things on
said
the
there was
back
a
of my
photo
trailer?
opportunity, you didn't say we were stopping.
You see these funny red things on the back of my trailer? They're called brake lights.
They weren't on. They weren't on.
See? And then if you see... Oh no, no reverse lights. And they're my park anywhere lights.
Park anywhere. Should probably put those on.
There we go. That was
Hold on, let me get one. Can't quite get your forager in the picture, but...
I've got perfect photo of it.
Just see Adam's trailer at the end, that's fine.
What do you mean you can't see my trailer at the end?
You can just see your trailer at the end.
Oh. Why should I go first then?
Come on, ladies.
Alright, bye then.
I didn't realise you...
I win!
Yeah, you got to open the gate.
What? Who closes their gates?
Me, because I don't use that gate, I use the other entrance at by 40, whatever it is.
Why are we down here then? Oh my god! Didn't see that in the mirror.
Yeah, I use the
I
engine
think they're mirrored
44.
on actually. Probably
Take
mirrored.
my guessing that's Sam. Evening, Sam.
Evening, Sam.
Easy, Sam.
Alright, do this maze style then.
It's been ages since we've done chop silage.
Yeah, we've been last autumn.
Yeah, early in the storm.
Second load of bacon on the way. I mean, pigs on the way.
Looks like we got ourselves a convoy.
As long as it's not convoying anywhere near me. And I've discovered I'm allergic to myself.
Wait
How?
a second, Adam.
Yesterday I sat here about 5 o'clock, did about 20 sneezes one after the other. Today, come back from shopping, sat down and done exactly the same thing, more or less the same time as well. So one can only assume I've become allergic to myself.
Alright then.
It's not gone well this week. I've noticed that the swelling in my belly, I think, is an allergic reaction to the lettuce. It's and now I'm allergic to myself. No, I mean, people have said to me that it's the eclairs and the cake and everything else. It's the cause of the swelling around the midriff, but I refuse to accept that. I'm just saying I'm allergic to lettuce. With my vast medical knowledge.
I'm at 85%.
Sam ain't got Sham ain't got a passenger seat.
Basically, tractor though, isn't it? So it's not edited.
98.
It's got IC.
100.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I'm full.
Oh. Oh yeah.
I think quite a lot of things are missing IC though, aren't they? Or they were anyway.
Wait, I didn't think we had a modified one. Hold on,
Someone seriously not have it?
let me
No.
just be proved wrong.
Oh.
Wait,
Yeah, you
Oh, sorry, that's lag. And I was itching my hands.
Oops, crashed.
should blame it on Adam, that was one of his projects.
Nah.
It was.
It was, as well.
Oh, you know what you got to do then, don't you, Adam?
Yeah, but I did that before they wanted passengers and everything, so that's my excuse.
someone said like last night or the night before that Adam wanted to
We've heard it all
have
before, Adam.
I might just wait here and see how far they get. Need to get this attacher sorted out a bit as well because it's not quite in the right place.
In the money, we're in the money.
That's better.
I must have a pig here that's slightly better value than the ones before.
Yep.
I gave the pound for this load.
A wild John Deere has appeared.
Yeah, I sold 9 pigs last time. I got 11,693 this time. I got 11,694.
well done.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll marry for an extra £1.
Yeah.
Unless one of those pigs had like swallowed one of the pound ones that you'd have gone
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Oh, give it back, it's mine!
for. We did give it back, didn't it? You got the extra part.
Yeah, but I want the other one for, I've got to wash it now. I'll
Right,
get COVID. I'll get bird flu or something.
Go on, tell me I'm in the way.
You're in the way. Well, you asked for that.
literally.
Yeah. Let's face it, it was going to be one of us was going to say it.
You're not wrong there.
He minded himself right after that, didn't he?
Got to sort out this gearbox. Keeps putting it in low range for no reason.
Well, that's just your driving.
That's the gearbox mod.
Which is why I don't use it. You can select it into high and low range and it will stay in there. Don't ask me how, but it can be done.
Why is that normal? I'm coming, it just takes me a minute to get started.
Sam will probably know how to do it. Yeah, there is a thing there, you can lock it to a high or low range. So I know one
Ian, the guy who uses gearbox.
Yeah,
and
it's the gearbox guru.
the other person I knew who could do it, he's no longer here. He should not be named.
What, Voldemort?
Oh!
He uses it profusely.
Great. I've just turned into the lane and there's a guy right there at the junction and now I've got someone right behind me, so I can't even...
Yeah, I like the gearbox mod in 19, can't stand it in 17.
I'm gonna have to go past.
I don't like it.
To avoid the
Yeah, I
traffic
used to
on
skip, I
Hatton
don't
Lane,
have
you're
to
better
shift
in going from field 77 end.
Yeah, I don't do the shifting gear to leave an automatic in 19 actually. Miguel or Moogie, whatever he's called, is pretty much rewrote from the ground up. And it works a lot better as a default, plus you can create your own gearbox within the game.
Yeah.
That works. It looks like a bit like rocket science to me, but yeah, it's yeah, a lot of the gearboxes actually match the tractors a lot better.
Yeah,
So, no, it's alright, I was just finishing up there.
I was going to say a lot of people haven't actually realised that it's separate
Yes.
you actually show them in the like way.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure it's the same person. I was talking to Sam about it at some point last year. He said, "Oh, do you know who's done it?" And I said, Moogie or Mug or something. He went, "No, that's the same bloke who did it for 17. I went, yeah, that's his name, Sam. Yeah,
Mowgli.
yeah, that's the fella.
It's Jungle Book.
Why it's better because it's like printed.
Well, at least I'd say it's Mowgli.
Yeah, but yeah, he's done a phenomenal job of it for 19.
That was pretty perfect.
That was pretty perfect, wasn't it?
I know.
It's just a shame that 19 doesn't deserve to have it.
Come on, girl, up the hill. No cars, no, good. I ain't stopping anyway. I'm going in from the bottom end of Hatton Lane. I won't get up the hill. I won't get up the hill.
You're usually a little tractor, are you?
No, I've got the 615, but
Yeah, he doesn't like hills. I was noticing that. I was spreading manure yesterday in field 40 and I had, thousands of litres it was, but yeah, I was doing 4 mile an hour up the hill. We weren't happy about it at all.
I was way than mine the other day. Very easy.
yeah, I've got a 12-ton silage trailer now, so I ain't gonna like it that much, is it?
No.
I think it's 11 ton.
Oh, well, whatever.
Marshall version of QF 11.
Yeah, well, I've got the Fleming, which is a 12-ton.
Oh, you got the coffin trailer.
So do you put your butt crate crumble?
It's down by, if you see where Robbie is, you should see it. It's tucked in the corner.
Oh, is it still in that same spot by the wall?
Yeah.
Was that English, Sam?
Yeah, I see.
It's Sam and his speed typing.
Yeah, I was going to say, I ain't shorthand. No chance of any of that. I mean, I've got small hands, but not shorthand.
Are you on the pit now?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna get ready.
I'll take it you're supposed to say sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I accidentally crashed into it.
Don't go scratching Sam's tractor, he'll sack you.
That's alright, it's a John Deere, ain't it?
True.
You scratched his brand new tractor already.
And his brand new trailer, which he only bought tonight.
Well, I was going forwards and he went sideways.
Oh, power side, and well, you know, I mean, it's this because he thinks he's on Colin McRae again. So that's what happens to me if I put the combi drill thing on the back of the cultivator. I'll start rallying. I'll have to get a shove up here.
Which is where I'm. Might be lucky and avoid Sham coming down the lane, but you never know.
He's tipping right now.
Well, I don't know, not with Sham's driving, he's a blooming nightmare. He's coming from the opposite direction, he aims for you on purpose.
He's leaving the yard, I think.
I'll be in Hatton Lane, but I should.
Yeah, he's on the lane now. I just saw you go past on the main road as well. So you'll meet.
Well, I just timed it right for missing a car as well.
Ooh. Got a finger boogle for that one and all. I've got another extra pound with this one. I reckon I've got short change on that first one.
Either that or the price of the value of the pigs is minutely increasing.
Yeah, but these two...
Egg in the corner of your yard? I'm getting it.
So I guess he's been in a fight, the trailer lost an ear somewhere.
There's eggs in 99 and 95 as well.
Yeah, there's still loads out.
Oh, that's a beautiful spot.
Don't forget 100 of them respawn randomly every day as well.
Eggs?
Yes.
Wait, do they?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, 100 of them randomly respawn every day. Till they're gone at least.
Oh, alright. I asked the yesterday. Said they did.
No, it's only 100 I can do. And
That would explain
that
why
number will go down.
that's why there were two that I saw in my yard that I weren't there the other day. Clearly weren't there the other day.
Yeah, 100 eggs respawn, the pound coins respawn, the banknotes respawn, and so do the 2 scratch cards. Oh, and the trash piles, they respawn every transition. Yeah. I haven't found any today yet, but I found nearly 100 quid yesterday, so...
I found a fibre in Adam's Field.
You got your own beach there, Crumble.
No. See?
all
Might
my
be
little my fields, as I was cutting the grass, I was finding it.
Yeah, Adam was fertilising last night.
It's, and then Dave was wandering around trying to find the money and he found a pound coin in the O's field. And he went, "No, give that back."
One thing I
you
noticed.
can keep.
One thing I noticed about the notes is they have a short like LOD distance, but you can actually see them miles away.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how you find them.
Ah, is that how you find them?
Yeah, how else would you find them? Looking round all the time?
So
Well, that's the whole point of the scratch card. See, so.
yeah, no, because they're the same size as a postage stamp with the scratch cards.
Yeah.
Me and Ian have got this sneaking suspicion that they keep spawning in all the fields of crop. So at some point, harvest season's going to be off the chain.
Hopefully, people still hire me to do the harvest.
I found 3 or 4 notes just driving
be
down
purely
the
and
main road.
simply. Hey, what was that, Adam?
Yeah. I found 3 or 4 notes just when I was driving down the main road and looking out into the fields.
Yes. Yeah, I remember you saying, you was like, "Oh, I found them." Yeah, no, I won't be using your service, just purely and simply as this is the reason I'm selling the pigs right now, as I'll get me harvest this year, got to get the Drunenberg.
You've said the whole time you want your own farm.
Yeah, that's my sole mission this year. Once I've got that, everything else is just a bonus.
Well, you're getting Molly as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I want to get a 64 or the 74 long wheelbase because it's 240 brake. It's my next, and then Molly after that. It's, yeah, I've been in love with that Drunenberg ever since Sam posted pictures, which was a bit naughty because I was already in love with the 27, and then he posted it in that. And left me with a right dilemma. Put it this way, if I had the money, I would buy both, just for the fact that I could sell I got both. So there's no real purpose, it's just obviously they both look wicked.
Well, if you ended up like Yelly did last season, maybe 5 million a year or something.
Nah, they've been changed, sadly. They got reduced.
Probably could have done originally then.
It's weird, the sheep farmers seem to be doing incredibly well this year.
Yeah.
That the person that's the prize is a sheep farmer. You know.
We don't discuss conspiracy theories.
Of course we do.
You know, we'll have to make Sam a cow farmer next year and see whether the prices change. You watch the price of milk go up by about £70 a litre.
I won't complain.
I will, because I'm a pig farmer. Although
Yeah.
once I've got these pigs into blender, I'm making a new hybrid. They're going to have udders for milk, and I'm going to put wool on them. And they're going to be called Pashiki cows. I'm going to make a fortune. It's got to be done. You know, there's money to be made in these years.
There's gold in them there pigs.
Well, yeah, there is. One of them had a pound coin in it. Well, two of them have now. So, finding all the pound coins that are mine.
Head to 6. Oh, alright, too late. But if Sam, if you're listening, I think it's 66 now. So you might want to just double back round the roundabout.
Do you want me to head 66 as well?
Yeah, please. Sorry, if I'd realised that I'd built this trailer up instead of it.
I'll roast you, Sam.
Oh, wait.
Sam's gonna win.
Alright, there's an 8th of a row left.
Oh no!
Like, literally an 8th of a row.
I'm just by Wayne's farm. So I'll
Jacob's
head back.
fired a steel bottom.
Come on, son, get off my land!
I ain't on your land yet.
I know the roads as well. It's £10 tax to drive cars.
I'll just reverse into a hedge.
Oh, I'm making a sign for the farm, Sam. I found a poster the other day. I was hunting around the Google, and I stumbled upon this. I'll read it to you. It says. Here we go. Now there it is. It says caution: area patrol by Tap Pig Security Company. So I need that on my farm.
Attack pigs.
Yeah, Tap Pigs. Well, I'm going to need those, see, because they've got to protect the potatoes for harvest from the sun season again. He does get quite excitable. So, yeah, as soon as I found, I was like, I've got to make a little sign to go at the end of my farm. So I said it to Ian yesterday. It's got to be done.
But did you say you were charging £10 tax when you drove past by your farm?
Yeah.
Seeing as the roads that go past both my yard, main roads into town,
No.
No, because you've technically got a long driveway to yours, which you can only charge for the use of the driveway.
no, but there's the other road that goes past the
Yeah, that doesn't count.
The main trunk road on the map.
It'll be modelling a blooming toll booth and blender now.
Oh, like the speed cameras, you drive through it. Practically.
Yeah, so you have to get into write a script for you, so as we drive past, it'll take like a screenshot of the number plates. So people go, you know, ah, mate, it was you, look! Cross, you imagine there's something that would start, everyone would be coming on driving everyone else's tractors to get in.
That was quick, Sam. Did you go for a drink or something? Or reach back behind you.
Yeah.
22 seconds.
I reckon he used a trumpet stuck his bottom out the cat flap. Maybe he's had eggs.
No, I was taking his legs off.
Get slung down. Tell me about it.
At least I don't have to worry about traffic following Jacob.
Traffic.
Yeah, on Bramble Lane.
Well, talking about forage harvesters, I was reading on Facebook earlier, someone in there, I was doing a maize harvest and a baby deer went through the machine. I thought, oh. And he said the thing is we hadn't realised we'd gone through there until the red mist started blowing all over the side of the truck. I was like, oh mate, this is not
Oh no!
It's so hard to see in maze though, isn't it? If it's
Yep.
away.
Yeah.
I'm talking to somebody who went and farmed in Austin Australia. And they said a kangaroo hiding into a combine.
Well, that didn't do any good.
Yeah, I remember Sam saying before, someone's youngster went through, it was either a beta or something like that, in one of their farms. It was sat in one of the fields, shot off. Yes, it's...
A youngster, as in a baby person or a baby?
Yeah, like a 5-year-old or something,
I
yeah.
think Gordon said someone mowed his kid up.
Yep.
I was picked up on. Because I bet a lot of accidents like that happen, but like...
Well, apparently every year at least one couple gets like beheaded in a combine where they're, you know, being naughty in the in some of the like crop fields and that, and they'll come along and get decapitated.
I don't understand how that could happen. How could that situation possibly occur?
Obviously DFS sale must have finished.
Oh, but it's not as if combines are quiet machines.
No. I suppose when you're in the moment you don't notice the great big combine harvester heading towards you with a racket coming out of it. I missed that because I've got my thingy window open. What's he saying?
Well, when a man and a woman love each other very much. Oh, wait, wrong explanation.
Yeah, you're alright. We got him on them pop-up books for Christmas, so. Well, I've definitely got short change on that first batch of pigs. There's all these now. This is the third load coming out 694.
Jacob, you have to slow down a bit.
Hold on.
I still need 11 loads. Just under halfway.
There you go, Wayne. I've made up for your loss of £1 by sending up £1.
You watch on getting me tractor in it, find another. I will have that back.
Yeah, FYI, if you find any money in my field while we're working, then it's mine. Slow down, Jacob.
I'm probably not going to do it.
It's first come, first serve.
Is anyone on their way back with a full load yet?
But if you do
No.
find money in my fields, I will release the pigs. Well, people. Better things on the field. Yeah, and that. Yeah,
Well, if you found it before I said it, it's fair game, but
it's fair game after.
Well, if you spot it just as you said it.
Fair game is, yeah. Yeah, see, all we do is, if it's not fair game, we'll just use our tractors, push crumble into the fence museum and shut the door. Because with the save point thing, you never spawn anywhere else but in there. You have to wait.
oh, come on, Jacob.
Oh,
Yeah.
Visitors.
Dusty.
It's David.
It's Mr. Dave.
It's that French fella. My t-shirt's really getting on my nerves.
Well, they're supposed to get on your nerves because, you know, you have nerves in your body.
I
And
don't know if you've ever had it before, but sometimes you sit a certain way and the bottom half of your sleeve keeps bundling up in your armpit. It's like having a bit of rope under your arm. I must have sat down strange and twisted myself. See if that helps. Oh, it's the Beatles. It's the Beatles. Oh, dear.
I do believe I'm running out of cans of Coke.
well, that's not good.
Should have said I've just been shopping. I would have got you some.
Come on, Jacob, I'm burning diesel.
Oh, well, you got stuck on the telegraph pole then. We're used to it. Nathan joins.
Sham, you can help.
It's marvellous, this is.
Hey. Criticise my sound, I can't be good.
There we go.
Jacob's gonna have K.
Shocking.
Going out that morning.
I'm going to put my feet on the dash in a minute.
Sorry, I'm back.
I'm assuming by the unexpected pause that you weren't wanting to leave.
Somebody walked into one room, so yeah.
Yes, the classic ambush.
But even my sister came in, she was crying.
Bless them.
My brother just comes in just to come in. He just opens the door, walks in a few steps, sees what I'm doing, waits for me to turn off Discord, get ready, and then he just walks out again.
Yeah, your brother just does it to slack you off.
Sister burnt her leg and she had a little open wound and it's got infected, so she's really hurting and she's crying.
Oh, bless them.
Jeez. Sounds like a bit of a war. Open wounds, infections.
Sounds to me like she found a tenner on a crumbled film and he's been out with a blowtorch.
The COVID is the dark area.
That's why I bought the field stand, because it's got a nice view.
Yeah, but does it beat Field 83? Because that's got a cracking view.
Wait for me, Jacob. Oh, shush.
Probably you coming back yet? I want you to inspect the pit.
No, I'm not coming back yet.
I'm very pleased with it.
I was
I
waiting
want
for Jacob to come back from his lunch break.
to see whether I'm an adequate replacement for Neo and Nathan and Gordon, whoever else did pit work or something.
Neo and Gordon were the most. See, Nathan used to be the top person, but you're pretty good at it. When me and you was doing it that day, you ain't far off of the others, to be fair.
Bumpty, 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 bump.
Rethink my crown.
I'm no good at pit work at all. It's certainly not my strong point. I'd like it to be, I do try, but yeah, I think it's one of them things when I try I seem to get worse. And seem to do better when I win it.
Same.
That was just joining BC evening.
Yeah, Dave's good at the pit as well. He's pretty much doing the pit work. Don't know about Sam. Not seen his pit work, I don't think.
I know for a fact I ain't going to get up this hill.
How are you struggling with such a high horsepower tractor?
Does it need servicing?
No,
Well, mine needs servicing.
I just don't like hills. Like Sam says, it's the gearbox, it doesn't.
We got 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, 4-wheel drive, diff locks. Even with gearbox off, I'm only doing 7 miles an hour up this hill.
You know, you need Black Beauty.
I know, but I ain't got
Don't
200.
remind.
I ain't got
It's lots.
203 grand to pay for it yet.
To ask Morton to get you a loan, he's got about 9 million quid.
Or one of these sheep bars.
Yeah.
Where's your front loader?
Well, I'm a tractor, why?
Ah,
That's 5 loads done.
don't knock out your cow farm.
5 down.
Here's an idea.
Does?
Well, I can unlock it for you if you want.
That's alright, I can do it. Wondering, but does.
We need another carter.
I don't mind, it's up to you guys.
Well, we might do in this field if you're about to, so yeah.
Dave's giving us an egg.
Thank you all.
It's
Excellent.
up there, isn't it? Yeah, it's up by the cafe, isn't it? The cell point. I'll take that down in a minute. Only the one. Yeah. Christ,
Oh.
well, you've done quiet. That's why he was laying that. Smart, isn't it?
Oh, I've got. No.
What did you do?
He's just completely destroyed both his pit and his brand new trailer.
It's because I'm so used to gearbox. I turn gearbox off and I forget that I've got to press. I keep my foot on the brakes. I can't start shooting backwards.
Reverse straight into the corner of the pit.
I think it's following through, isn't it? Shoot backwards.
Pit's looking nicely, Adam.
I heard the sign there.
How full are we? There's 200,000 litres.
Full yet then. Get about 600,000 in your pits. Each of them. Stamp on it.
Yeah, if you want to use the 389, Adam, I can unlock it for you.
I can use the buck rake, it takes manure, so I'll just scrape it out.
Alright.
When I've finished moving up your load. No. Wait, no.
Say anything. Just reminded me of business.
You didn't have to say anything.
That was a hiccup.
Stu wanted you have to put collisions on the bollards.
Oh, there were collisions on them originally.
Yeah, they were on there before, I do believe.
Yeah. Sure. Must be another map I'm thinking of where the collision.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
pretty-
coming, Sam. Just wait.
I don't think they were on here when we were on here the first year, but I think Sam added them.
Telegraph pole there, Sam.
I think.
Actually, they must have been on back when there was the old store entrance. I remember.
Yes, crashed into them then.
Crashed
Yeah.
into the opposite. But
Yep.
Yeah, they've always been on. It's just, you know.
It's just crumbled drawing.
Yeah. We all know I can't drive.
Mm-hmm.
it's a unique style.
Yeah.
Yeah. The unique style of driving called crashing.
Yeah, it's just like me when I do handwriting, I've got my own font.
Oh, I keep getting moaned at by the eldest for not writing cursive.
Oh.
I can't write first.
You write in cursive?
No, the eldest does at school.
Oh.
They tried to make me write cursive.
They always teach you at school for no apparent reason.
I find it more difficult than just pointing.
They say it's to like improve your general handwriting, but I'd say it does.
Well, I'm guessing no doctors have taken that lesson then. Try and read anything they've written.
It just makes my writing look an absolute mess.
Yeah, forming like every form says block capitals. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, and black ink. So then you have to.
I had I remember a mate in my primary school class used to write in block capitals. He held the pen like you'd hold a knife stabbing down onto a table. Like he had his whole hand clawed around it, well, between two fingers, and he just wrote in unconnected letters.
Oh no.
It was just painfully slow.
That block capitals and forms is for thingy bob, for computer scanning.
It looked really good, but it took him forever.
That's what I use that for. It's just a nuisance when they go, can you do it in black ink? 'Cause you can guarantee you got a black pen anyway. So then you have to go over the corner shop and buy one for 65 quid. They go, oh, but it's a bit. It's like, yeah, I just wanted a pen, mate, not shares in the company. I'm actually doing well.
Is you either have none or you have to buy a pack of 7.
Yep. Yeah, see, I'm doing well. I bought 5 big biros last year and I've still got 3 left.
Whenever I've gone to buy pens, they're always it's a pack of like 4 black, 4 blue, and a red.
Yes.
And a green, and it's like I never use those other 2 colours.
Yeah, see, I've got mine on eBay because you can buy them in the packs with just the colours you want them, which is a bit better. Or an art shop, something like that. You can
Not that I've written anything at all.
That's just it. Nowadays, it's all just done on computers anyway. Type it up, print it out.
It is a shocking. I get cramp in my hand, write my own name.
So
I
do
fill
I.
this format, it's like, right, today's day. So, oh, it hurts. Don't want to play this game anymore. I'm terrible for scanning forms.
Mate, it's late.
Behave, Sam.
Dust.
No, he's not. Sam's telling him he's coerced.
Typical Rupert.
He's coerced. Telepathically. I couldn't read. I got to sit the animal digging window on. Oh, that was 693. I've lost a pound.
Okay, back to the pen.
Yeah, it's alright. I'm getting some decent cash. So I'm up to Sean Googling now. That's like 6.
How much money?
My total is 236,339.
Oh, you can buy me a 724.
That just changed. Did I just say 236?
Yeah,
That just jumped to 248.
magic. Leaving cases.
So it
That's
must
Makes
have,
cheap money.
it must have taken a little while to update. So yes, it's 248,000 now.
Wayne's hacking.
100 grand of that will be going. That's going on my Drunenberg shortly. And I think I worked out that the Drunenberg with the 2 headers and the trailer is about 96k or thereabouts. So,
Tell me which way you're going, Jacob.
and then I should be buying a Melvin.
That's good. This way.
Oh no, you're going that way now.
Yeah, sorry.
Then I should go and get myself a nice Melvin. I'll get at the end of the year.
Which one's now?
It's 64, 74.
You going for a male name?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm running out of winnings.
Have you already decided on the name? Is that
What about Maggie?
No, we've got Maggie, haven't we? Maggie was the little baby one. She's the little 54.
No, that was Maddie.
No, Maggie.
No, Minnie. I can't remember.
Dare I say,
Yeah,
even I'm tempted to get one of them Balfours.
yeah, it's yeah, I've already picked the name out.
Yeah, I was just thinking about stuff like
Balfours are cheap. There you go.
Yeah, see, Freddie is dual gendered. Originally, it was the female version of Freddie because every time he was going up here, I kept going common girl, and then I kept referring to him as he, so he's dual gendered.
Gender fluid.
Yes,
An oil.
I'm not quite sure a tractor can be, but this one is.
Well, it's got fluid in it, ain't it?
Well, yeah, this is it. You know?
Wait, that's me, Jacob. You're wasting the grass.
You know, some of us were born and decided to be boys and girls, and Freddie woke up and decided to be a tractor. With a good tractor it's been, and also I don't even know if I can part exchange him. Because he's part of the family now. He's like my cat. It feels cruel, yeah.
Your cows are all mucked up.
Cheers, Alan.
Did I ever have a what?
another tractor. I know you're eyeing up too.
No, I decided with the way the 615 was to just
I'm
get
gonna
in
fight that
instead. And then I've got myself a teleand there as well.
You're going to get a T-dub or not?
I bought the teleander in Auckland to deal with loading the potato palletiser machine up. So yeah, I've got like 11 or 12 hours on that now. Most of the hard work. Yeah, just when you're loading manure and stuff like that, it's obviously with a 5,500 litre bucket, it's a bit quicker.
4.5.
Yeah, that's what I said. What load's this? This is load 7. The TW. Yeah, that was what I was originally. With our starting equipment originally, I was going to go for the 388. I think it was turbo, 399 turbo. And then it was 30 horsepower. So Sam said I have to get the one without the turbo, and then I was going to get the TW 35. It's because I wanted a front loader and front attacher, but I couldn't get the best of both worlds, and then spotted Freddie, and I was like, hang on, it does all of them, and it's got masses of horsepower, and it's only like 80,000 as well, so it's a no-brainer really. Yeah, but the only thing I wished it did was like the 36 mile an hour like the McCormick, or 32, whatever it is. It did that, it'd be perfect.
32.
Because you do notice the speed difference. So I've had a go in Melvin offline, but he does 36, and although it's only a very small increase, the 10 mile an hour, you do notice the difference.
I've got a new idea for Ian. Make a game of Pac-Man, so we've got nothing to do with waiting traders of the farm.
Yeah, oh yeah, on the
Tablet.
multiplayer thing, yeah.
Go for a farming tablet and play Pac-Man.
Oh dear, that'd be cool. Nah, port over
I'm sure we can do it as well.
the farming simulator game. That's from the tablets and stuff.
Or you could have the little C64 thing.
Play a game within a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't that be a mind doodah? Playing FS20 on FS17.
I don't think that's even
Poor blue team, they're going to combust.
Oh, I imagine it will probably be done, but I wouldn't want to be the person doing it. Yeah, I think even Ian said it explode with the amount of coding that would be involved in making that happen.
What?
A brain aneurysm could possibly ensue. You might break all that.
I can't really see how that really.
You'd run it basically through the back end, you'd link it through a script and run it through an emulator on the PC. And then you'd display it on the...
have an entire game to a different game.
Yeah, you'd put the FS20, install that on an emulator on your PC, and then you'd link it through a script so that it'd display within the multiplayer thing. It's a lot easier to say it than do it, put it that way.
Actually getting it to be interactive.
Yeah. It's not a headache I want. Then I'll do more strongly if you see that if you've suggested it to me, and I can imagine what you say back.
It wouldn't be streamable.
No.
Ian said he's coming on, so after the stream later.
Either that, or he would just go and sit in the corner and watch, just very gently.
I'd probably go and finish his survival mod because that'd be easier. Ian, two choices. You can either.
I think you gave them two choices with the MAN. It's with the MAN and the survival suite. You can't give them another two choices.
The ultimatum of the ultimatum of the ultimatum.
Yeah, it's changing the rules now.
Well, I'm still waiting for the MAN.
Is that ever going to happen?
Nope.
I can't remember.
Oh my god, I've done another day without uploading the mods. No one reminded me.
Are they wait for us or to be released?
The ones which I've got on my computer, like the beta for us, and then the ones to release, yeah.
Which ones need releasing?
I think the Massies are ready, and I think Ford and Holland's are ready.
Wait, which ones is?
The one Ian's got, the 56.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, I like them 56s. It's the thing is, I like all the massive range. I don't think there's a tractor in the massive range I don't actually like, including the old school stuff. I mean, if you don't like old school masses, there's something wrong with you.
I do like the old schools, the 135s, 240s.
But yeah, if I think if I had like a couple of million surplus, I would probably buy one of each of the masses. I just think they're all cool looking tractors.
Yeah, well, dibs off my museum. It's fence only.
Yeah, you can keep this, right? We'll burn it down. Well, stick a John Deere in there, it'll take care of itself.
Yeah, that's exactly why there's not going to be a John Deere going in there.
There was a John Deere in there, do you remember that?
Yes.
We got pictures of it. I put a John Deere in there just to annoy you.
Oh, wait, was that when you were testing?
That was the test, though, yeah.
The thing
Yeah.
is, you won't put any
wait.
fence in there.
Was that when we bought like a billion John Deere's to crash the server?
Maybe.
That's the
Wait,
worst.
when we did buy a billion Deere's to crash the server, that was a big of your imagination.
Because I don't remember doing that, Jacob. What are you talking about?
No, I don't remember having any part in that.
Yeah, there will not be any fence going in that museum.
We did find the maximum capacity of tractors which can effectively run on the server.
You're going to have a dilemma crumble. Because to put the fence in the museum means you can't have them on your farm.
Yeah, I'll still have them belonging to my farm. They'll just go in the museum.
I don't think it'll happen. I think you'd probably last all the 10 minutes and you'd go back and collect them.
Probably.
You know what I mean? You had what, 5 last year on
No,
his
I
farm, and they had the museum then. See, what you need is a proper museum, like with glass windows, isn't it? Look cool.
Jacob, you missed a bit.
It's well, I don't know why I said glass windows. I mean, I'm not really sure what others. You don't really get brick windows, do you? But yeah, I knew what I meant.
No, everyone's here and we've got that much grass left.
Yeah, Sam's AFK. 122 next.
Alright, load 8. Get in there. And then I can buy my combine. Yay! Can't wait.
I just catch these bits here.
I've even polished the floor where it's going to go.
Look at Rusty. Dusty, the rich chicken farmer with his nice posh on there. I was saying Dusty and Rich at the same time, so down the Rusty.
Oh dear. Oh. The ones I hate is when you get the posh word that slips out. Every now and then you have like a posh moment just for one word. It's quite funny, everyone seems to do it, and my brother-in-law did it a couple of weeks ago. He said transit instead of transit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I've seen it before. I was like, instead of saying roll up, I've got them going for a roll up. It's not every now and then. Just one sort of slips out. So.
I used to think grass.
You didn't tell me there was a car there, Jacob.
I'll say grass.
Oh, that's the wrong way round.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll say grass all the time.
Grass is the posh way.
Really?
Yeah. Or, I wouldn't so much say posh, it's more influenced by where you happen to be located, because it's like, I say bath, whereas other people say bath.
Like tomato.
Yeah.
I wonder if grass and bath then are just like...
Yeah. It seems to be certain places with quite strong accents, so different ways.
Shannon just put himself in the hedge trying to overtake me.
Oh, he's damaged the New Holland.
Like anything else, I don't think there's really a right or wrong way to say it. If everyone can understand what you mean, then you're fine. It's, I wouldn't worry too much.
I think for 101, 102 we should do the loop.
I'm sure we were doing 102 last time and stuck in the yard and sat waiting for 5 minutes for the rain.
Oh, the pit's looking pretty full.
Have you seen the latest thing on TikTok going around at the moment? He's doing stuff to trigger people on purpose. And it's hilarious. He's on like episode 11 now, and he gets like a pizza, and he'll cut a triangle out the centre of the pizza. Oh dear, you got to read the guys. People are probably getting emotional. Oh dear. He did one the other day, made a sandwich, put the spread on first, then put the butter on after. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. He eats a Kit Kat, but he doesn't break off the individual fingers. He just takes a whop and every bite out.
I do that sometimes because you lose chocolate.
Yeah, get out. Yes. Psychopath.
You lose chocolate. That's right. No, not a 4-finger. I wouldn't do a 4-finger, but a 2-finger. Sometimes.
No. Speak to you later, Sam.
See you later, Sam.
See you, Sam. I was really like the chat notification.
Think of now I've planted that seed down in your mind, you're going to go and do it. Next thing you have a Kit Kat.
No,
you're just going to take your work break it.
How would you do that with a Kit Kat?
Yeah, you just can't.
Right.
It's like riding a bike, you don't forget.
Yeah.
And if it's wrapped in foil, you've got to rub it.
Yeah, to get the Kit Kat on.
Sorry.
What?
Yeah,
If
if
it's
it's
rub the Kit Kat,
Rub
get
it?
the lines out the gutter.
Yeah, if you have a Kit Kat which is wrapped in foil, you've got to rub it so you get the indentation of the Kit Kat in the foil. Where it says Kit Kat on the
Magical
finger.
genie, why are you rubbing?
Alright, I've never done that first.
I've never heard of that before in my life.
Yeah, but you're
Get out from underneath your rock, Adam, and live a bit.
What are you old people?
they were stunned the other day when I told them I'd licked a 9-volt battery.
See?
You know, anyone would think I just told them I'd run someone over.
Dusty knows.
You know, I mean, you lick a 9-volt battery, that's living. You got to live life on the edge.
I believe that's dying.
Yeah,
9 volts, it don't hurt.
Yeah, 9-volt battery isn't going to kill you. It's,
That's a man who's licked 9-volt battery.
Honestly, you do. It's freaking wicked fun.
Saying it doesn't hurt sounds a lot like saying it's not that cold once you get in. You get
It
in a
doesn't.
pretty cold.
It's not painful. It tingles.
Oh.
Have you ever eaten a kiwi?
Right, ever eaten a kiwi? Yeah.
Yeah. You know how that feels on your tongue, that metallic type of feeling? That's
No.
basically what?
Metallic kind of feeling.
Yeah, you get like a metallic roll anyway, but yeah, 9-volt battery.
Citrus.
Feels it, well, yeah, whatever, yeah, that. It's, that's basically what it's... No, I haven't.
Forgot they existed.
Yeah. See, the thing is, I've stopped buying them because I think it's false advertising, because I get all excited because I use a spoon. And it's like a boiled egg, and you go to dip the toasty salt in there, and it's not an egg, and it's quite disheartening.
Have you ever had any of the skin of a kiwi?
No.
It's not actually that bad.
So my mum eats orange.
Yeah, my dad does that as well. Weirdos.
Yeah, but it's because the thing is, in actual fact, the actual orange pill's got more vitamins in it than the actual orange has. You see, it's the way they were brought up in them days. But, my dad was telling me about when he used to go out for school. And my granddad would like, he used to do like boiled the veg the day before, and he used to keep all the juices, and they used to have to have a glass of this vegetable juice before school. So the times when he threw me guts, I was like, oh no, glad you and mum never did that to me.
What about 12-hour-old vegetable juice?
Yeah, but it goes in the fridge, but yeah, that's the thing is, that's
What?
how it's done in the 60s.
Everything about that.
Yeah, that's how it was done in the 60s.
Jake, I'm turning your wobbles off.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
It's a different generation.
Different life.
I mean, I love vegetables, but I prefer to have them in their edible form.
Yeah, I
Not
think
like
we do.
You know, whilst I've still got teeth to do so, at least.
Oh wow.
What about
Oh,
cockalocky
that's
soup?
not word out, Dusty.
Yeah, I like leek soup and stuff like that. See, it's like grapes. I don't like rain.
You do like
Wine even. Jesus Christ! I'll get my word out in a minute. What happened there? Put my teeth in. Yeah, I can't stand any flavour of wine, no matter what it is. Don't like. Not, the only time I eat raisins and sultanas is if it's in a hot cross bun. Otherwise, I can't stand them. But yeah, give me a box of bloody grapes and I'll eat the whole lot in about 10 minutes. It's the only form of grape I like, is as a grape. It's
I quite like the meme that Cam just posted. Yeah, you might not find it funny.
what did it say?
You'd have to look at it.
No, you can't read out.
There's two pictures of Cam. And I could describe the pictures, but they do know bits about it.
I ain't full yet, Sham. Stop beeping your horn.
Off. Has he posted it?
Those pictures.
On the seat, facing the way. That'll do.
Sure, something been in here for a while. There's loads of pictures.
Oh, car there. Never mind.
He versus the guy.
There we go.
Which Discord is it?
It's so true. Yeah, have a look at other pictures. Problem.
I think that's quite funny.
Yeah, but in other pictures, Cam just plays. That's a good one.
No, it's in Frontier, is it?
Yeah, he's not wrong. So I'll hang that a lot of ones up before it gets removed.
Oh, MJ's taking a break.
It'll be even long before Tom Pemberton's map's out there.
Yeah. I bet he's well gutted, you know. He spent nearly a year modelling all that from scratch and they've gone and pulled half of it down to rebuild it.
I'm sure he said he was taking a break until Tom actually sorted out what he was doing with his phone.
Yeah, it's a shame really, because what he's done so far looks absolutely phenomenal. It's, yeah, he's done a mint job of recreating it.
Just a shame it's for Fallout 76.
Well, yeah, should be rectified. Not that difficult to back convert a map. It's actually easier in a lot of respects because you don't have to deal with all that farmland nonsense. all the placeables, it's you know, so it's probably easier to back convert than it is to convert up.
To some degree, I'd agree with you there. Actually, back converted garbage now with that, because I've worked out a way of doing back convert.
Right.
Just using colour code, so finding the colour on the GDM file for foliage types for 17 and 19 places.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense at all? Where you've got grass in 19, it's gained using different colour grass sensors.
Yeah.
17 colour, it'll know where grass is
Yes.
in 17 now. That's a terrible explanation, but yep, I mean that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So you can just fast track your way through back converting.
All sound like Chinese to me.
Yeah, that's one thing I can do is the map
What,
conversion.
speak Chinese?
Yeah, no, just only. Although to say that, the Chinese lady and the Chinese over here, she's fantastically fluent in English. It's
Just everyone's coming back.
pretty tricky, isn't it?
Which kind of proves how lazy people are, quite how many people learn English.
Oh yeah, but this is it. I mean, it's. I remember it was about 6 or 7 years ago. They'd done a survey of like just walking through like high streets and surveying the general public, and asking them like, have they learned any foreign languages and stuff like that when they go on holidays and things like that. And it was like, I think about 86% of the general public said that they don't care because most other countries will speak English to suit them. And it's like, yeah, but that's a disgraceful way to think. You know, just
It's
because
true.
they can doesn't mean they should.
It's true, and it is the mindset of most people. If you actually look at it that way, yeah, you definitely can.
Yeah. See, I've tried. I think being part dyslexic, it just doesn't help me at all. I mean, I struggle enough with the English language, to be fair.
I went to France trying to speak French. I spoke French so badly, I realised I was English and stopped talking English. Same when I went to Germany, actually. I tried to walk the ice cream and he started speaking.
Yeah, it reminds me of when James May does it with those machines and always trying to order a train ticket. Order like a Big Mac and small fries or something.
Wait for me!
Yeah, I know how to do Je m'appelle way and I can count to 3 in French. That's about your lot, really. So,
I probably know more French than I do off the top of my head. I haven't seen it in the last year.
I haven't done French since year 9, so
Yeah, I haven't done it since year 9.
see, Spanish is easy. You just put O on the end of everything, I think.
that's
Generally
4,
fine.
5, 6, 7 years I haven't spoken French.
You haven't spoken French,
Never
have you?
spoken a word of it, actually.
You haven't spoken English either.
See? There's Adam with his random word for the week. So he told you it happens to all of us.
I'd say.
I've jinxed him. He said I haven't
Sorry,
spoken
I was
French for about a thingy years instead of spoken.
Don't worry about that little bit, Jacob.
Oh dear. Yeah,
Same thing.
it gets to the best of us. We know what you mean.
Right, Sham's going to collect up his silage bale, so it just leaves me and Dusty Cart. We've only got 4 fields left and they're right on the yard. Near enough, so.
Oh, Shan,
I can always go in with the car.
We've only got 101, 102, 99 and 95 left, so.
Well, I've just done my 8th load of pigs and I've got to do 11, so I'm not far to get desperate.
how
It's
many people sell?
100. And I've got a trailer that holds 9, and it's well I'll sell. 11 9s is 99. Apparently. Yeah, well, I didn't work that out in my head, by the way, just to let you all aware of that.
It's just got a big trailer.
Yeah, I thingy bobbed it. I googled how many 9s are in 100. It came up 99. I was like, oh, there we go then. Yeah, my maths is beyond disgraceful. Yeah, see, I just couldn't have been, struggled with spelling. I had to have numeracy dyslexia as well, which is far worse than it's spelling I can kind of get by, but numeracy, I'd say my maths, that probably equates to about, I don't know, 6 or 7 year older than lucky. unfortunately, my maths teacher was wrong at school when he said, you know, you need to learn this stuff because you won't walk around with a calculator in your pocket. Little did he know. I've got the entire world in my pocket. It's, yeah. Yeah, I use, well, calculators are invented for a reason, you know, I mean, you've got to put them out of a job. So, I've managed to get to 39 years without major problems, so...
They do teach you more calculators than they do.
Yeah.
Two calculators, GCSE.
You see, we had none. We weren't even allowed them. We had to use clear pencil cases so that we didn't cheat, like bringing them and smuggling them in.
Oh, well, we still have to do that.
It's, yeah, I didn't enjoy maths at all. It's weird though, because some stuff I can get really quick. It's bizarre. Well, it just sort of hits me like,
Oh, I forgot to tell you. You know, I was posting in Discord this morning about the other half and coffee.
yeah.
Yeah, she owes me 6 cups of coffee now because I bought her some new ornaments.
New ornament.
Yeah, she collects Tuska's elephants.
Yeah, yeah, I was like that Dave doing when I used to do cars.
Station for that.
Tuska's elephant ornaments.
What's the word before elephant?
Tuska's.
Tuskers, oh, my sister's got thousands of them things.
Oh, I've no idea what that is.
The Tuskers, they make really expensive elephant ornaments. It's the brand, they're called
Yeah.
Tusker.
Tusker elephant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I found 6 on Fleabay for 25 quid.
that's booming good for Tuskers.
Did you tell her how to pay?
Yeah, she knows how much I paid for it.
Yeah, I remember my brother-in-law for my sister a couple of years ago for Christmas. He got one that's about the same size as a fully grown cat. It goes like sort of by your door. 390 quid or something he paid for it. It's like mental.
Yeah.
How's it spelled?
Tuskers.
Yeah, but yeah, if you know someone that likes elephants, Tuskers are the way to go.
Yep.
They're basically the level of detail in what they do is absolutely fantastic. I mean, they literally look like they've got an elephant trunk and stuck into a bit of cardboard. it's yeah, they certainly know what they're doing.
It's like you give elephants.
Yeah,
It's strange, but I kind of like it.
but yeah, my sister's a massive. Elephants are her life. I mean, she'd have a pet elephant if my brother-in-law would let her have anything else.
Oh, I'm caught on the gate.
Yeah, oh, good for that, Dave. Yeah, that is true.
Well, I did try telling her, you know, sorts me for Mother's Day, Christmas, and her birthday for the next 2 years, but she won't have none of it.
Yeah, but see, her argument back to you would be, is how many fence have you bought?
1. I've only got 1 fen.
It's not much of a collect. I don't even think you can really class that as a collection.
But
I think
I've got.
by definition you've got to have at least 2.
I have got. You can go first, Dusty. I've got a Class Forager, MF27 Combine, a Cane Grain Trailer, a JCB Telehandler, NC Tanker, NC Muck Spreader, Coon Fert Spreader, Keenan Feed Mixer, front and rear Coon Mower, Cane Bale Trailer, Marston Grain Trailer, and a Vicon Fast Bale.
You're a coon fanboy. We found the issue.
Yeah.
Fent fanboy. You're a coon fanboy.
Yeah, we found the one. Yeah, did you see what Dave put? Put yourself a fan.
Matt was too busy looking up.
I've got a Fent mod.
Well, he's still waiting for you to get that hat.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my hat and my body warmer and.
I have asked, but in normal circumstances there'd be a cupboard you could raid, but this isn't normal circumstances.
Wait, they just have a cupboard where you take some stuff.
Well,
Whereabouts is this cupboard?
Yeah, it'll just be a merge cupboard that's crammed full of.
Yeah, because I'm thinking going in there, grab a handful, keep one of each for myself and flog the rest on eBay. Because they go for a song.
but you have to get. There's literally no one in.
Make a fortune.
They are bonkers like these tractor brands for their prices. I was going to get myself a Massey Ferguson beanie hat last year. It was
I've
about
got those.
£45. I was like, the normal
Yeah.
beanie hat cost me like a tenner. All they've done is stitched a Massey Ferguson badge on it.
I've got a load of bobble hats. Well, not bobble hats, but like woolly hats for Massey
Yeah.
Ferguson, then Challenger,
Oh,
you name
well,
it.
can't you get me one? Massey Ferguson.
Only natural stuff.
I've got an absolute ton of plaster.
Oh,
Mass
so-
hoodies, jumpers, fleece.
I've got nothing.
Record it, Sham. I want to see the explosion.
I've got nothing.
It lasted a day.
Yeah. Well, at least yours stayed in the yard. Mine just sort of grew wings and flew off.
What it needs to mod is a mod where you can shoot yourself in the head when your bale stack explodes.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to stream that though, Con.
Could that not just be a bit of slime?
Yeah.
Like you just,
Instead of restack the bales, you restack your life.
The best bit about the survival mod is the fact that we'll be able to defecate in Crumble's yard. But that's the bit I'm looking forward to the most.
I'll defecate all over Molly.
You won't be able to find her. I'll hide her. I should get Adam to call her something else and spray her green with yellow wheels. So you think
Oh, the crimes. I'd rather not.
I feel like I should go and slap myself in the face for even saying such a
Horrible crime.
I'm sorry, Molly. I have to do it to protect you. There's a big mean monster.
Did that with Heston Taylor. It was out in America, obviously, it was a massive John Deere, like, not even fan, but like customer. But obviously the John Deere balers are rubbish, or they were at the time. So he got a Massey baler, but he couldn't bear putting a Massey baler behind his John Deere tractors. So he paid something like $10,000 to have it re-sprayed and re-stickered as a John Deere baler.
Can you find a picture of this?
I don't know. It was just a story I heard.
Did you buy it at a fire sale, Dave?
I did look at getting a John Deere. No, I swore then. Did look at getting myself a Fendt baseball cap. That was about 15 quid.
Yeah, it is. It's some of this stuff's price.
I've got a load of those as well.
Plastic.
It seems to be these agricultural companies seem to think they're like Formula 1 teams charging bonkers money for merch.
Yeah, I'd love to get myself a Fendt jacket, but they're just silly money as well.
Yeah, it is. It's nuts price of stuff.
See what I do is I go into a dealer and I get they tend to be a bit cheaper, so it's still like plastic stuff. It's all still plaster. They've just got the dealer logo on it, so it's a bit cheaper than getting like plastic on it. And I'm supporting the local dealer as well.
Yeah, see, I don't know where our local dealer is, where I am. I've never actually seen one.
No, if I ever buy something Fendt branded, I want a free tractor to come with it, like.
Free tractor to come with it.
Yeah, if you buy the tractor, you get the
Yeah, you could probably get it the other way around.
Freebies in there with you.
Oh wait, we're going through there, aren't we?
Hamleys. I thought you said Hamleys. I was going to say, what's a toy shop in the middle of London? What are they doing? Selling tractors?
Go on, Jacob, you can go first.
Yeah.
Well, technically they are just big toys.
Yeah. See, did you know that Hamleys was the first toy shop in the UK to sell the Rubik's Cube in it?
No, I didn't know how many.
They're the exclusive for that, for the first Christmas. Yeah.
I think Shamrock's done a run up.
Yeah.
Right quick.
I think the bales might have just exploded.
We have that sea bale.
That's a good answer. Yeah, I don't know how I know it. It's been quite. I heard it a couple of years ago somewhere. Yeah, it's just one of the things that's sort of stuck in my head. I think it was a documentary about Hamleys actually.
Have you seen those Ferrari fan memes where it's the Italian chef shooting himself in the head with a gun full of penna pasta? there was a lot of them going around last year. Just imagine that, but with a silage bale for Shan.
I seem to remember there being a television show about Hamleys at Christmas.
Yeah, that's where I got it from.
I'm
Yeah.
sure I've seen that as a documentary. Yeah. I can't remember. It was the sort of thing that was on my ITV at about 7.
add-on in the background.
What was it called, sorry?
Yeah. Hamleys at Christmas, yeah, it's like 3-parter, like
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
they're all there each. Yeah, that's
like
what.
carrots.
Who? Carrots.
Carrots.
It was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, they've basically done it. I mean, Hamleys is like the Harrods of the toy world, not quite as expensive, but yeah, it's
Yeah, it was almost certainly a thing because I can actually remember.
put it this way: if you sort of you got kids and you got about 2 or 3 grand to blow on a massive shopping spree for toys, Hamleys is the only shop you can go to. They get loads of world exclusives. It's, they'll have them for like 6 months to a year before any other shop in the UK can sell it. It's they used to do all the Disney stuff, or Disney had their own stores over it. It was the only place you could get Disney toys at one stage.
I bought a bear from Hamleys once. Cost me 15 quid.
Yep. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Like all the upstairs bit where the kiddies' toys are, they got like areas in up there where like they got all the toys open, and it's literally like a blooming free fall for the kids having a go at everything. It's got Skeletrix tracks all set, Horby train sets all set up.
For the amount of money they make.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something quite phenomenal.
What field are you guys in now?
102.
I'm down by the store doing my last delivery of bacon.
Did I just drive past Dusty?
Possibly.
Dusty's in the field.
I was going to say, because Dusty only just jumped.
Was there a big ball of fire you saw? If it was probably Dave.
You feel the paintwork getting
I think what we need next is a fire engine.
Oh, no.
No, because we'll have Shamrock will be driving that around. All you're going to get is drive me around a twist.
Why Shamrock driving it?
Because it's Shamrock.
Just
It'll
model
just
it as a
draw it.
potato.
Yeah, it just near.
I think I might watch another Top Gear special tonight.
Oh,
I watched the Bolivia.
I've been watching Scorpion on Netflix.
Oh yeah, well, that's another thing I was going to ask. Since I've now got Netflix, any series to recommend?
Scorpion.
Yeah, Suits. Epic. Trying to think now all the series I've been watching over the last couple of years.
Forever Academy. I basically got 5-6 years of watching to catch up.
Do you like the Scream films?
What, horrors?
Yeah.
Nah.
I was going to say there's a Scream series on there.
What is that? Umbrella Academy.
Oh, that's brilliant.
They were told every girl in my school.
Yeah, watch it, man. That is freaking awesome. It's about a group of kids were born in like the 1960s, and they're all born with like abilities. And the bloke who's like he's some weird nutty professor, he adopts them all and brings them up as his own, and they basically brings out the best of their abilities. And it's known as the Umbrella Academy. But yeah, watch it. It's proper wicked. It's I can't wait for a new series of that to start.
I do have Prime.
The series I want to watch is The Good Doctor.
That's brilliant.
The Good Doctor.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, he's got what's it?
On YouTube.
Yeah, he's got
Autism.
Autism, that's it. Yeah, but like he's mentally brainy about medicine. He's like the Stephen Hawking of the medicine world, and he's about 22.
From the clips I've seen of it, it just seems a bit awkward.
No, honestly, watch it. Have you ever watched House? With with Hugh Laurie.
Yeah, I've seen clips.
Yeah, well, that basically The Good Doctor's kind of a similar sort of way. It's written by the same person. So,
Well, it all came up when I was watching Chicago Fire and Chicago Med on YouTube. You watched those?
Yeah, I've been binging on Chicago Fire.
Which one do you prefer? I think TV's my least favourite. I quite like Med and Fire.
Say that again, Adam, broke up a bit.
I think Chicago PD's my least favourite, but I do quite like Fire and Med. They are very interesting.
Yeah.
They're dramatised, but it doesn't feel.
Right, who would like to know my total amount what I made from selling 99 piggies?
99 pigs at roughly, what was it, £3 each?
3,400 or something. So I've got the answer here. I'll use my magic calculator. The calculator.
300k.
It's
3,400 times. I've said about 350k.
no.
What is it?
370.
131,604. If I worked it out right. I don't think I had them.
Price definitely wasn't 3,000.
No, it was. That's what I done.
3,000 times 100 is 300,000.
Yeah, which is something I'm not getting because it was definitely that.
My brain hasn't done maths in a while, but I don't think it's.
The price of buying or selling is definitely.
Don't know.
Because if you kept buying, that's going to be a
Yeah, per 9. Per each 9 I sold, I was getting 11,693.
Oh,
Per
right,
9.
yeah, no, then it's about 1.2k.
Yeah,
And there's a car now.
but yeah, so it's not too bad. So I didn't do too
I
bad
can't
out of it.
the hedge he was getting.
Alright, then I'll turn around and go back.
Yeah, because I was hoping it was going to be 300k and I realised that it wasn't, sadly. Would have been nice. But I've basically got the 100k I need for me harvester. So it's all good and good.
Just got 95, 99 left to do.
And then, yeah, I've still got 60 odd pigs left. Then they got another 5 weeks before they get sold, so that should be a nice big number. So I should have some more pennies from them.
This is your silage trade, ain't it, Jacob?
The mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, oh.
And then I'll have 3 cups of silage to do this year. We'll have 4. We'll do it
Oh.
one more as well.
Gonna stick that round by my silo.
Yeah, he was only going to do 2 cuts of silage. I said, well, if I do the third cut and wrap it, sell the bales and split the money 50-50. He's like, yeah, sweet. Cool.
Who's
So
that?
it's only cost me a bit of diesel for more.
Uh,
Yeah, he weren't going to bother, he said he's only going to do 2 cuts as well. Well, that's just money.
there it is, Neo.
Cut, bale it and sell it and split the money 50-50. So, and he's getting 50% for doing nothing. I mean, it's a win-win for both of us. It's only costing me a bit of diesel, so.
We've got Adam working the camp. He ain't doing too bad.
Yeah. I steal your job.
Well, we've still got 2 fields to squeeze in there. Think I might have to leave part of 95 until I can get me of a clamp emptied.
That suits
Do you want me to do that now?
There's about 250k in there.
Okay, maybe not. Where's it going?
I don't know. I haven't worked that bit out yet.
Yeah, that's not being emptied anytime soon.
I need to figure out where I can dump it. I might sort of tip it in the bale shed for now. How much is in there? How much is in the clamp, Adam?
Oh, I should be able to tell you now. Slurry. Basically 470,000. Yeah.
I think I can get about 600k in there.
Alright.
No, that didn't work. Can't reverse now.
Oh, shit. When did
There we go. I won't tell him that, Neo.
What?
He says your clamp looks good.
Not compacted though. I forgot to compact or ran out.
No, I'll sack him from. I'll be slacking off like that.
Yeah, I've got another 220k in here to move before I can use it.
See, the benches have gone somewhere else.
That'll be somewhere else.
Yeah. They might possibly be under it, which isn't a bad thing. If they've got hill areas, they'll just be one that's not doing that well.
Might be with your bale.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Ian! Jacob's found them.
Where are they?
Well, the benches could possibly be the bale somewhere in a big wild party on me silage. And bring them back. About 5 grand worth of bales they got, the cheeky swines.
It's like Endgame.
Yeah.
Snap and half of them are gone.
Well, I think they should be banned from the server for stealing. It's, you know, I worked hard making them bales. It's, although in all fairness, I've got about 20 air miles on the telehandler now, so I might be able to use it to go to Miami this year.
We're also warned repeatedly that that was
Yeah, no, I misunderstood what he meant by it.
Oh, really?
Yes, when he said that it had auto load on it, I thought it meant it had actual auto load on the what's it. I didn't think he meant the actual claws. So I called to mind my own business and used the claws, and yeah, yeah, I misinterpreted what he'd said. It's yeah, that's how I ended up in that predicament. Because when it happened, I was like, I've not used any auto load, and he went, you've used the claws, didn't you? So yeah, but that's the auto load. I was like, oh, so he didn't say it like that.
Cheers, Neo. Neo very generously said I can use his wrapper.
Yeah, Drew, that DMX passed away today.
Yeah.
He was only 50, he was on well shot. He had a massive heart attack 5 days ago, and he passed away this morning.
He was 50.
Yeah, 50, it's all he was.
I thought he was younger than that.
Yeah, I mean, even at 50, he shouldn't have gone, but see, this is what happens with drug and alcohol abuse for all those years. It's pretty much what done George Michael, same sort of thing. Although it is a shame really by what I've seen on social media that there seems to be more interest with people that DMX has passed away than the Duke of Edinburgh. I mean, even if you're not a royalist, I'd still would say the Duke of Edinburgh is more of an important person than the VIP circles.
Oh, I'm waiting for Dusty. Alright.
I mean, I don't get it because Captain Tom got all that appreciation.
Yeah.
Arguably, whilst he did this stuff recently, Duke of Edinburgh's done a lot more stuff over a lot longer period of time.
Yeah. See, I can get it a lot of the youngsters because a lot of the youngsters are anti-royals. Like a lot of them keep asking that we should have a referendum to scrap them, so I can see it from their point of view. But there's a lot of people of my generation that are also more sad that DMX has passed away.
Really see what we
I don't see
I
it.
didn't know who he was until my brother played some of his songs.
You could complain
And even
about,
then, I didn't recognise the name.
complain about the tax money spent on them, then you realise how much money they're making on
Yeah.
foreign.
Yeah, it's fourfold. It's about 97 million a year the taxpayer gives for all, and they put in the economy. It was online something. It's something like 475 million in tourism. So it's not actually costing us anything. But see, I think the biggest things that irritate people though is like when we have royal weddings. It's like when William and Kate got married, they was like the royals like, we'll pay for the wedding, but the taxpayers got to front the bill for the extra security, which was £11 million, and I think that's what gets people back up. You know, it's like, right, you want to have a royal wedding, fair enough, but why are we then paying for the security to protect you guys? You know, you could have your wedding in Buckingham Palace and you're already protected in there. It's and it's obviously a lot of the younger generation, they're all for this. They want a thingy society where we have all this distribution of wealth and stuff, which is something that never works. Every country that's ever tried it failed massively. It just doesn't work. It's, economies work best when you have both structures in place.
But people want to produce wealth.
It's, which you're never going to do. Because the thing is, the people that are wealthy, predominantly at least, most of them have earned money. You know, like people like Bill Gates and stuff. I mean, obviously there's people out there that have got it for ill-gotten gains and people that are born into money and such like, but generally, you know, these multi-billionaires, people like that, they've worked where they've got them. And then there's people all around the world going, oh, well, that money needs redistributed. It's like, why does it? It's not your money. They haven't taken it away from you.
It's like that woman who runs that betting website, ain't it?
Yeah, she got 500 million in bonuses, yeah.
£1,000 an hour or something like that, wasn't it?
And yet people was calling for that to be scrapped. But yeah, like the company have said, her bonuses, there's been no job losses at the company. All the employees have had a pay rise and they still managed to give her a £500 million payout. You know, where's the issue?
And there was no sport to bet on.
Yeah, what gripes you the most is most of the people complaining about that happen to be women. You know, I mean, you'd think they'd be cheering her on. Knowing that generally it's a male-dominated area of, you know, wealth predominantly is more, you know, there's more wealthy men than women. You know, I don't get it at times, it baffles me. It's,
There is not much space left in there.
Right, here we go, I'm purchasing. I'm
Women
buying
are
it.
bushy.
I'm doing it. Yeah, I want to definitely back Here goes 80 grand. I bought it.
We're going to do victory lap the map out.
What, like that? And it does like 12 mile an hour here for hours. I might do a victory lap on my yard. Smaller. Where's the... There it is. Oh, does he do it in the Drummonberg colours?
Yeah, I might do the rest as bales and then sell the bales once they're fermented.
Yeah, it's got to be Drummonberg.
Right.
Is there a little trailer thing for this?
Yeah, there's a header.
Yeah.
But for the corn header, because for the like wheat cereals header, yeah, there's a trailer.
Is it that one, the 14-foot one?
Come here, you little lamb.
It should be a little, almost like blacky reddy coloured one. It's like a weird shape. It's almost brown. It's Massey Ferguson 14-foot.
Yeah,
have a
that's
work
the one,
around.
yeah, right.
Can I start
Yeah,
an ant colony with one ant?
Sorry?
Just saw an ant walking down my window frame.
An ant.
Ah,
Yes, an ant.
Fair enough.
there she is. Oh, look at that. Daddy's got a new toy. That looks mighty sexy, I do say so myself.
I bet it looks even better with sand shaders.
This just looks cool. So then I've got the headers in the Drummonberg colours as well. Oh yes. Oh, can we fast forward it on now to harvest?
Sorry, Dusty.
It's only a few weeks.
Literally 2 weeks.
2?
Yeah. Well, next week's going to be early spring, early summer.
Oh yeah, that's really true. Right.
So some crops will be ready to harvest in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I
did winter wheat and barley, so yeah. Should be some stuff
Rest
ready.
of
Help!
Come on, Jacob, jump in. We'll go have a look.
I may have had a lag-created accident.
Yeah, you messed up the bales, have you? No, for
I'm
Shamrock should
nowhere near
stop.
Bales.
I was going to say, if you've done that to Shamrock, he will come on here and he will bury you in the sea. You're making me very upset. God damn.
Good. Help!
You get no.
I'm currently resting on the fuel tanks, it's not good.
Oh, and you've dumped everything in the pigging way, man.
Could you maybe get your tractor on the front loader?
Yeah, I'll have to stick a 2-ton weight on the back end, though.
I knew I shouldn't have gone anywhere without the front loader.
There we go.
And I've already got the forks on the front. How good's that? I'll need that rake and my tanker shifting.
I wonder if you turn off four-wheel drive. Does it actually?
Cheers, Dusty.
Oh.
Taking the screenshots to unlock.
And it's not me who's made a complete cock up for once. Yay!
Either.
Yeah, or me. Well done to us. There's oh, there she is.
Oh no!
Idiot.
Everyone's come to mock me.
Yeah, I think I need to fire at him and get a new pitman out, Neo. At least Neo wouldn't fall off the pit.
I was just going to go and compact it, and
Here's you blaming on lag spike.
I had a lag spike as I turned at the top. Someone's just shared us a screenshot of their family Snapchat, and they've said the dad said Philip is dead. And then said, oh my god. And then said on BBC News Now. And then someone said, how long for? And then one goes, he's permanently dead.
That's how you spell Debbie, innit? D-E-B-B-I-E.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. Right, she's up. She's in MP General.
Do you want lifting up or pulling down?
Try up first. Yay!
Right,
Or
£5 million, please.
How much?
£5 million recovery charge. I'll leave. Just dump that over there somewhere, just if you don't mind.
I'm sure that's a thing on Top Gear. He gets stuck. Plant.
Anyway, it's fine, Dusty.
Wow. After all of that, the compaction's actually gone down a percentage.
Don't mind me, I'm just excitable.
What he look like.
Yeah.
Can I get through the gate? Come on. Yeah.
I actually can't wait to use this. I enjoyed driving yours last year. I was a bit gutted when I ran out of things to harvest.
So who's doing what now?
Well, I'm picking up Debbie.
I'm waiting to control temperatures and cars.
Well, I want to fill the clamp as much as I can, so.
Don't forget to make hay club.
No, I've got some hay.
Yeah,
I've got enough hay to last me till next transition. Well,
I've got the items still.
should have enough hay to last me till next cut. If not, I'm sure other people have got some to sell.
I would if I had some.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's all right, mate.
Get a guaranteed price for DK.
Yeah, well, it's most money for your buck. Thank you. Right. Get ready, people. We're about to leave the shop. I'll put Freddy behind for protection. Yeah, in case of burglars.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, wobble's on. Safety first. Please don't crash into me. I'm not on about you, I'm on about Freddy.
I don't think my tractor's heavy enough to do compaction.
Indicate, here we go, pull out. No, don't pull out. Oh, God. The AI car. Oh, Christ, everything's going pear-shaped. Put that lamppost there. It's close to the know. There's for everyone. Come on, mate. This way. Over we go.
The water. Might have to make Dusty's load the last load in it.
Yeah, 30 mile an hour she does. She's a beast.
Is the baler on the way to take over? She's here. Oh, yes, the Massey's here.
Actually, I'm going to go that way. I don't think we'll get round that corner with the header on. I'll go down a long way.
Well, he hasn't put mud flaps on it. What's he doing without mud flaps?
I told him.
He moaned him for that yesterday.
Does he think he's some sort of ploughman?
Yeah, he ain't got mud flaps on, sorry, rather.
On his Massey.
Oh, look, there's no spectators. All the spectators be lining the roads and clapping as we come past.
Yeah, I think if we make Dusty's the last trailer to go in the clamp.
Catch a bit by the gate then.
Did you say you could fit 600k in here?
Something like that, yeah.
Crumb, do you want to see her for your viewers?
Yeah, go on and bring her past.
What field are you in?
95, just drive through the yard. Well, drive down the road and we'll spot you. Because don't forget, Adam, you've got all this to push in yet.
Yeah, I know. There's nowhere to push it in at the moment.
We'll have to come round the long way. I don't go down my lane because the AI cars always come back the other way and there ain't room for both.
Yeah, you want to come down my lane from 77 end.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you are going on a proper magical scene mystery tour, aren't you?
Yeah, we're going up past 44 at the moment. We'll be there though, we're on our way.
Why are you over there?
Well, because I was going to go to my yard, but I was going in this way. And then I thought I'd go to Crumbles, but I don't want to go down that narrow lane that brings you up by Ian's because the AI cars come back the other way and there's no way to pass. You can just about get past with a tractor while I'm in a combo.
So you decided to go around the whole map instead?
Yeah. Well, I was already up here to go the other way. And Crumbles got AI issues down the other end that lead onto the main road and it's just, yeah, it's a nightmare. So you basically go the other way. It'll be alright, it's a nice drive. Not be shooting them.
I'll grab my bucket. Adam, give you a hand.
Am I needed for anything else then?
Well, you can wrap some bales if you so wish.
Oh, I need to get forage back. I should probably do that first.
Wait for me.
I'll just drive down and try and past you.
She's not very fast.
Whereabouts did you put my trailer at?
It's underneath my grain spout.
Yeah, you moved it.
Nearly
Yeah.
by field 12 now. Oh, I've got 2 thumbs up for Debbie. 2 people lost. Chilling at corner map when with me and Jacob with floating about in our harvesters.
Exactly what it is. Together.
Ooh.
Yeah, it gives some more screenshots.
Go out, I do. But I'm not
Yeah. Yeah, get some nice old screenshots.
Wheelie there comes.
Ian's got a wrapper if you want to TV that, Dusty. I'm sure he won't mind.
Yeah, we'll all be using that. Literally, I think every one of us, apart from that. He's the only one with a wrapper that does the squares.
I will be buying this square wrap that I'll buy one today when it's not.
Yeah, I know, that was my problem. I mean, I still could, technically, but I've got 202,000 left, so it's annoying and all because I've got money coming from the bales.
Yeah,
got the
same.
silage stuff, and it's like, do I buy it now while it's on offer, or do I wait and get it when I've got that money? It's I mean, I've just done 100,000.
I just don't currently have them.
No.
Part of it's going to stay in the pit, not, you know, drag it back out again.
Plus, at some point, we're supposed to go and pass for a lady storm with more.
Maybe storm. Exactly expensive.
No, 28 grand I think it is, so it's, whatever it works out.
Adam, you definitely stacked. You've spilled some everywhere.
And that's the thing, so I won't be doing wrap bales, so it's like, I really want to buy a square wrapper and I'm only really not going to use it.
You talk about this one tiny little clump down here from when I had my Instagram.
What do you mean one tiny little clump? You got some here, and then you got some back here.
That
in
was
the gate.
already there.
No, it weren't. You lied.
It was definitely already there.
What's compaction at 35%? Christ.
Just going past the entrance to Sam's. We're on our way, halfway there already.
You could probably get that with a bucket.
No, I don't think the bucket's a combine of them. I ain't got to worry about the speed cameras at least.
I'll see if I can get any of it with a bucket.
I've got a little bit.
Speed what would be? 12 mile an hour. Yeah, I know. What's
What will be a
engine?
beat?
No, I don't know that. It's only legal if you get caught.
I mean, it's only illegal, not legal.
So,
No, I can't get it. The gate that's standing upright has got a collision on it.
oh, there's Jacob. Wow. Looks cool, doesn't it? You should see the headers and everything on it as well. It's all in the matching colours. Proper smart.
Jacob, you shared the image. No!
I'm loving it.
What happens?
I actually can't get up that slope. You'll have to go up somewhere else and...
Do you need that? Well, just about to come past the inns any minute now. Ian, are you in? Yeah, I think you've got the camera.
Yeah, I'm spinning and I'm catching it.
Give us a push.
It's going to be a nightmare trying to keep all this in the clamp while we compact it.
Yeah.
Combine back and take.
Yeah, well, you could probably give me another 5 minute head start still. Yeah, she's not built for speed, she's built to be sexy. Ian, he's not at home. He's not even at home. Oh,
Needs to stay.
well, it's just no excuse. Oh, there's a train in the background. Oh, cool. Oh, it made a nice still image of the Corolla. Probably by the time I stop this thing, the train would have gone. She needs to be able to pause multiplayer, it would have looked cool.
Ooh.
No.
A wolf. Remember, you had a 2.4 ton on the back of that.
I'm nearly there, Cram. I'm coming up to Sam's work.
And I was the one spilling stuff, was I?
Get ready, get the bunting out, gents. And the party poppers and such.
So I'm going to drop the weight off this and I'll use the 615 to compact.
Just remember that if you're going to do a lot of photography, you need to warn your viewers for fashion imagery.
I need to start getting some of that muck spread as well.
Yeah, I did a load of mine yesterday. It would have been a nice big pile of it.
Yeah, a lot of it will go on my grass.
Right, yeah, am I going to get stuck in the traffic on your lane?
No. You
What
come
way
in,
does it?
it comes
Oh,
down
good.
from the 77 end.
Right, I'm turning in.
Oh, I can see you. What's that coming over the hill? Dee 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 dee.
It's Debbie! Mini.
The photographer's ready.
She's very pretty.
Oh, here comes Adam.
Where is it?
He's
It's
coming.
coming.
You're
Well,
in
give
the
it a
photo,
minute.
Adam, get out of the way.
She's not built for speed.
Are you going to be coming back past my yard?
What
Yeah.
colour?
Right. I'll
Look
set
at that, there we go.
Set up a little celebration.
I like the orange, I hate the drab.
No, it looks cool. Yeah, baby.
Does look nice.
Looks cool, doesn't it? See, with Jacob, had a good idea when we do harvest, but both of them in the same field, so we'll have the 27 and this. That's going to make some nice picture graphs. I can see that being my next desktop.
You got no number plate on it.
Yeah, I'll do all that in a minute. So, just try and get out of here.
You need to have a word with your worker as well, 'cause he's wearing trainers.
Well, that makes a change. Normally they're wearing flip-flops.
We could get the combine to do some compacting.
You can buy Jacob's. This is used.
It weighs a lot.
Why don't you get Jacob to bring his truck up? Yeah, trucks are good at compacting, or you could have used the forage harvester. They weigh like 70,000 million tonnes. They're perfect for compacting.
615 got a bit of weight in it.
Just don't put a John Deere near it because it'll catch fire and burn all the grass. Right. Coming out to the main road. Oh, I'm going to have to pay £10 fee for Jacob, no?
Well, £20.
Yeah, well, yeah, do I get a discount? Because I've got two tractors. Well, combine and a tractor tech.
No, you have to pay for both.
Oh, nice. Freddie, go the other way. Back up, back up.
Oh,
It's
wrong
it.
thing.
That's when follow me would be good, is when you reverse and follow me figures out you're reversing and does the same.
Ian.
Instead of thinking, oh no, I'll just stick the handbrake on and sit it.
Oh yeah, Ian, we've got a new thing for you to make. We want you to port FS20 into FS17 so we can sit and play it on the tablets while we're sat waiting in fields.
Well, my original idea was actually
I'm busy.
the original idea was actually to make a Pac-Man game to have on the farming tablet when you're not doing anything. Really, really simple.
And can I have in one of my sheds a plinth with the turntable floor with the mirrors and stuff in it for Debbie to see?
There's definitely something like that in 19.
Yes, there is. Well, there is on the what's in there, that FSL league. They've got the platforms and stuff, so you could probably do something with them.
That would require cracking the DLC.
No, the FSL is just a modern.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, we can sort of copy it in Blender, but I do think it would be a no from it being in the map because it probably would take up 3/4 of his shed.
Yeah, sure, there is one piece that has to do that.
Yeah, it'd be cool. It's a windmill on the ground.
Oh, I forgot to turn chat notifications off.
Turn mine off because I'm waiting for
I'm at the roundabout by the gas station. Yeah.
See the little celebration set up.
Well, I've nearly done the lap of the map. It won't take me too long.
Oh,
3 years.
Western Shore Marathon.
To be fair, it's still faster than the 135.
Well, Ian, the other option was if you were too busy to do the Pac-Man / FS20 game, you could finish your survival.
Yeah, I think he's probably having a look around for some Fs to give.
Yeah, probably.
Or he'll put it sounds like a you problem.
Adam, I do hope you're going to clear up all this stuff that you've spilled out the front.
Spill it out the front.
Big way.
Here I come.
Well, it's not in the clamp anymore, is it?
No.
First was Wayne has got rolled. Oh, get over, maniac! You nearly scratched her. You need to sort the AL out in there, and they nearly crashed into Debbie. It's disgraceful. Just killed all her posh paintwork. She's just a freshly done.
Get 8 9 attached Debbie's tractor.
Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah. No, what I want the Gatling gun off the A10 tank bus. Let me get rid of them. It's like a 12-inch shell, that fires. I love the way that they talk about the pilot. I was watching a documentary about it the other week. Then they said it's because obviously it's in the front of the plane. It says if you hear it, you're already dead. It's really weird. They fire. You see all the smoke come out, and all of a sudden like that, and it's like, yeah, he's gone. Right.
Oh, I downloaded a good joke early for Stu. I'll have to post it. Stu.
When I'm dumping this stuff back on the pit, is the compaction going down or is it staying the same?
Press F1, you'll be able to see.
It's going up.
Space.
Oh, battery being told off.
By who?
Neo.
What for?
Only 43% compacted. Poor show that lol. Should be 90% minimum lol when book breaking. Well, I'm 45 now, so I'm halfway to 90.
It was 20% when I started, and I didn't feel like doing that.
I've nearly made it back to where I was going originally.
Well, I was doing it, but my tractor barely made a difference.
Get a proper tractor then.
I want to get a proper tractor, but you know, I sacrificed doing the textures for it tonight so I could come on here and help you out. No!
What is the deal with them benches? I know it was
Oh,
something.
they down by Adams now, are they?
I know it was something Ian was working on.
No, they're supposed to be in the back of one of the pickups, but they've decided to become dynamic and go on their own.
I'm guessing that's dynamic.
Yeah, it's but yeah, they are supposed to be in the back of one of the pickups. It's but yeah, they've decided to go it alone. But yeah, you're right, they could be with the bales. Is there any bales down? They've been nicked by the benches, I'm sure of it. Jacob with his detective works figured that one out. Well, they could have wondered it. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe I didn't use the auto ignition gun. Maybe the benches came in the yard, crashed into me, sent me flying, and nicked me bales while I wasn't looking.
Nah,
See, it's all coming out now. Figured it out. Naughty benches. Just turning it forward.
Adam was a bit late to the party tonight.
Oh dear.
Does that mean you might buy yourself a Massey, Dave? Of course you can be bothered, Ian. You love doing patches.
Bale sled? Is that
Yeah, bale sled.
meant to be on the
But Adam can finish modelling it, and you know.
Oh, the stuff's done, I think. She just needs uploading.
What's that?
Here
The
it's-
bale sled?
Yeah, it's complete.
No, needs the attachment arm doing.
It's very annoying that that little bit is in like sort of dip in the yard. I can't find it.
I've got a bit of masking tape, can't hold on with all that stuff.
Ooh, bale sledge is complete. Ooh.
There you go, see, I was right for once.
Wait. Bale sledge complete, but you just need to do
But even the decals, you got the decals done. So I was thinking the other night, we never did decals for them.
It's the baler that's a no. Oh, so it's the wingle hopping or whatever you call it.
Well done.
That's the fella.
See, my mind is full of useless information.
You and me both. Nothing
I already started another project, but I mean, another one that gets pushed back. How's the map doing, Adam?
Someone asked me about that on my Facebook page earlier, and I just said it's a work in progress still.
I'll have my map finished by the time you are, and I've only got literally a road and a river done, and that was it.
I really like creating certain bits of it, I just have no motivation to finish the whole thing.
I'm the same with it actually. So I like creating the bits of scenery and
Yeah, like I could quite happily spend an hour or two creating like a little hedge line,
yeah,
track,
exactly.
field end. But then when it comes to the other 3 hedges on the field and the road next to it, I can't be bothered.
If I don't have an original idea for it, I just put something forward. If I don't like it, then I have to redo it.
Still be able
I
to
think-
Meadowgrove though.
I think that's why I like the idea of doing a real map more, because you don't have to think of the ideas, it's already there.
See, I do and I don't like it. I enjoy doing my real map. I can't be creativity with it. I really
Yeah.
like creating little random things.
Sam always says that it's easier to do a non-fictional map as opposed to a real life one.
I don't know, I just struggle for
I'll be
ideas.
dead before that comes out.
I think it's referring to my little dig at Nathan from Meadowgrove.
I'm sure it's still very much being worked.
I don't know, it's supposed to be in a room. It's
Oh, Facebook post up the other
There's
day.
any truth in that, I don't know.
Well, it's not in its testing checks yet. No, I assume not. I've done my bit to it.
Was that you done baling already, Ian?
Yeah, he's only collecting them.
I think it's with Stu at the minute.
Yeah, I knew it was with him at some point.
I think it's with the
Do you fancy rapping as well, Ian? Adam, Neo, Adam's got a question for you. No? Neo's got a question for Adam.
Yeah.
Fancy doing my...
I don't have a question for you.
Do you fancy doing his IRL farm, then started with them, but then, yeah, started with DEM, and then saw how hard it was?
It's difficult to start with, but it's certainly worth it. I had no idea
I think, I mean, if you didn't know what you were doing, you didn't. This is going to sound so cocky, but if you didn't have the ability to create your own buildings and stuff, it must be really quite dreading. But if you know that actually you could create that if you wanted to, I think it's a bit more appealing.
That doesn't sound cocky at all, does it, peeps?
I have no idea how to create one.
Yeah, she's in the
somebody offered to make one.
Yeah. She's in this shed ready for harvest. Oh, look.
The one thing which I've always wanted is like a sort of more straggly hedge. This hedge model which we've got on every map is so full.
You could build that hedge.
Because a lot of the hedges around me are more like hawthorn and they're really open and
Same round.
thin.
It's a thorny issue, is what you said.
Sorry, Adam.
compacted now.
Go up and down the face here, because I think it does it more on this angle.
Well, that means I've got to turn around though. Might as well wait or bottom out.
Nah, look at that. Beautiful.
Oh, it's done that silly, blooming annoying thing that it was doing to Ian last night.
What?
So it's mute. Yeah, it's sent 11 messages, so it's thought he's spamming. So it's deleted all of his messages and timed him out for 30 seconds. Can't you?
Stuck in there.
He's going to start to think you don't like him.
That's because I was using gearbox. So of course it was stalling out going up the hill.
I wasn't part of that.
We get 60% now.
57. But of course I've just pushed a load of chaff out. But I...
There's Ian using that logic stuff again.
No, I can't there, I'm afraid.
Can't what?
Let's see the message you wrote.
He did to make everyone moderators.
Yeah, I'm going to have to... I'll make Neo a moderator later.
I can copy out the message and paste it. There we go.
Yeah, do that.
Some fuel at some point.
I don't have the skill or knowledge. Shush. This is Neo's message. I don't have that skill or knowledge, and I'm not afraid to admit that, and that's why I stopped after one evening, because I couldn't get it one-to-one and wasn't happy.
I kind of realised from the start of making it.
I mean, I've never attempted one before, because I started.
Me, I'm happy doing all the modelling. It's the DEM that I need to learn to do because
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah, it already takes an hour to do.
Yeah, I need to sit one day with Jacob and go through it all because I watched Charlie's video and I ended up more confused after watching it than I think I was before, to be fair.
High poly modelling.
I think I had more questions than answers. Yeah. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm alright with the modelling.
How's your 15 million devil hose going?
No, that's still in me 2 complete folders. That was never the release in article, that was me learning in the Google.
You still got your fuel tank.
Yeah, that's the one they're referencing with the hose pipe. It's nowhere near that long. Barely 1 or 2 polygons on that. It's not a seed pellet, it's a seed tote. It's an American thing.
Go on and get all that silage pushed back in.
Yeah, we don't really use them over here, sadly. Not to my knowledge, anyway. Americans love them. Yeah, the fuel tank, that's the one with the hose on, yeah. Yeah, that's my experimental one.
It looks so good, but it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that was for me learning, not this really helped.
I'm kind of
learned doing it, I think I forgot.
I'm kind of glad I learnt in-game before I learnt to model, because I realised, like, the whole issue with having too high polys and stuff.
Yeah, that's it, I'll become like 4D modding now. It's all my models will be high poly. Yeah, no, when you're learning, you don't worry about the polish, you just, I was just learning how to get to do the hoses and bits and pieces. It'll get done one day. I'll be asked.
And Neo followed the dem tutorial Jacob used, and it worked really well for him.
Yeah, that's the one I use, the Shy Wizard one, but yeah, there's certain bits I'll get a bit fuffled with.
Yeah,
I'm not the fastest learner in the box when it comes to things, even with videos I have to watch them a fair bit and take the time with it. Eventually it sinks in, that's why Ian loves me so much.
I need a 2-second break from compacting. Oh. I see an Ian.
right, it's 11 o'clock, so I'm going to be off tonight, so see you later.
No, Jacob. Thanks for your help tonight.
See you, Jacob.
didn't think any other way in, to be
No, I
fair.
was working out.
Things you're not
Yeah.
wrong.
See you later.
See ya.
It's,
I'm
there you
gonna-
have. Thingy. Oh, help. Stuck in the bloody horse. This trailer was a really bad investment. I should have bought the smaller one. Yeah, you done the yeah, you done the speed camera. And you've also done your bail grab. You just got to finish it.
Bail grab actually denies knowledge of.
He's got, which is cool because he's even got the animated claws on that, which probably won't fire me across the map.
Exactly what bail grab. He always forgets.
Yeah, I know. And I told him yesterday. Yeah, it's basically a working version of the one that we got on there now. Well, one that won't result in me losing half my bleeming stock. Oh, God. I'm running a right pickle here. Go away, AI car. Leave me alone.
Ian, you really need to put front mud guards on that tractor.
What we really need is ghost mode for the AI vehicles. So we can get on with our jobs. I'll finish it one day, yeah, so I'll have a lot of all my stuff. Yeah, the last thing I was working on was the new shop for CPF, which I've got complete because someone asked me. I can't remember who it was it that Dan?
Luke.
Luke, that's it, if he wants to use it on his new Mac, so I must actually, all it really needs now is a couple more bits to add in the texture. So,
1050 will win that, Dusty. I'll have a look later.
I thought it would have worked really nice on here, but then I realised there's a major problem with that. I'll put the doors to the workshop on the inside, so you'd have to access them from the car park and not from the main road.
2-minute breather while I try and get some feeling back in my neck.
Yeah, my back's gone. We'll have a tug later, you can bugger off, you dirty git.
Ian, get your...
That's Dave again. Oh no, it was Ian, that filthy swine. Oh God, this trailer in this yard. Whose idea is it for a 35-foot trailer?
Yours.
Well, you're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to say it was Adam's.
The reason no one else had brought one. Okay.
Yeah.
Shush, Neo, don't tell him that.
Well, I was alright until Ian put all the collisions on. If somebody can't stop cheating.
Ian.
Some of us needed to cheat for reasons of such like this. Not because they wanted to get to the shop a bit faster like Ian. Need to check out what? Check out OnlyFans.
I assume that's what it aims.
Yeah, this is meaning OnlyFans.
Well, I'm not watching Crumble's OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, but the thing is, what's he wearing whilst he's showing us his OnlyFans?
A message for Ian from Neo. No, don't need front mud guards on loader tractor. Mud guards get caught on buildings, so we take them off.
Yeah, see? See, he knew that. Well, he did say last night.
And not hit building.
He did say last night that he weren't putting mud guards on it because it's just going to be a yard tractor.
Well, it ain't in the yard now, is it? It's in my
I
field.
like the no mud guard look, but only on certain.
Rub a few times. Oh dear. Well, that's an image that really ain't going to shift for a while, is it?
What? OnlyFans?
No, Ian's saying he could crumb a few times. It's I've got images I really didn't want to have, if I'm honest.
To be fair, I did find some quite interesting pictures on
Oh, did you?
the other day. Well, I got sent a few interesting pictures the other day.
How did you? Polly was bored at work, was she?
No. No, we're in Bex's server.
Oh, Christ. So, honestly, I don't know what you lot get up to. Just filth. I think we're safer in here, Ian. There are weirdos in there.
Right, Adam, I'll give you another 10 minutes and 10 seconds to get that compacted. Makes my stream 3 hours long then.
65%, and I'm bored.
I'm bored at all.
Yeah, I hate doing compacting.
I'm bored, and I want it to end, and I want to watch Top Gear.
Well, you're not allowed to go until you've finished it, so...
All you want to do is fill one of the trailers. Yeah, fill one of the trailers up with silage, it's heavy. Drive over it a few times, and then you're done.
Oh, that's a good idea. There's a full manure trailer over here.
There you go, see? Just a pretty face, you know.
I'll go and get me loader tractor and scoop it all back in for you.
I mean, I would have let you use Debbie, but she's brand new. You know, can't be putting silage all over her. It's just not right. 100 grams worth of combine.
Pay you 10k, I'll just spend 20k on a new silage trailer, Neo, so no.
Yeah, so let me know whoever wants their harvesting done. So, make sure you're around for the photograph opportunities when me and Jacob will be teaming up to go into one field so we can get some different photographs. Oh, this would make a nice photograph opportunity.
Oh yes. Well, let's increase the rate it's gone up.
Yeah, see, I told you. See, I know all the tricks.
Either that or it's just coincidence, and it was nearly 66% on it.
See, whereas on 19 I use, I've got a modded JCB wheel load that's got there's some special tyres you get in the shop. It's basically the what's it tyres, the communal tyres. The bloke who's done it, he's done them, he calls them BGA wheels. When you literally drive over, you clamp about 4 times, it's completely compact. So that's it, job done. Well, I did do one for the Ford on 17, but I lost it.
Right, Dusty.
Right,
Cheers.
Dave.
Okay, there's some small issues with Wayne's idea. I can't reverse.
Well, that's your problem. Well, basically, what you got to do, Adam, it's the opposite to going forwards. It's not difficult.
Okay, now I've jackknifed it.
Yeah, Jack.
Vertically.
Yeah, you've probably snapped it.
The PTO shot in the bum.
Oh, dear.
Wayne, it was a terrible suggestion.
Well, it's got terrible driving. I mean, it definitely sounds like a you problem. Well, I say you need something heavy. Go down and get the truck. Could have had it done by now. It's your fault you listen to me. Everyone says that after I've been hanging around with him.
I do have to agree with Ian there.
We're the seasons.
It was sound
Right there,
advice.
bud.
It was the driver operator that was the issue.
Sure.
I think the biggest object I've used ever for compacting was I had the massive
Big
trailers
bird?
you get for the truck. I filled that with potatoes and I use that for compacting. I think that's the biggest object I've used so far.
We'll get a triple world challenge and just use that.
Oh god, it's only gone up 1%.
Although saying that, I do believe that the roper stuff does quite well. Well, you get the beet harvest. I mean, it's a little pricey, like 200,000, but it does the job. Yeah, it's about the only thing Causeways good for is doing bunker silos.
The only thing is, while you're going up and down the face of it, it's pushing it all back out again.
But you need to do that to compact that area.
Yeah, but see, this is exactly what Mia was on about. This is why you needed to compact it as she was going, which you did say earlier you forgot to do. But yeah, this is why you're now getting problems.
I did as much as I could.
Sounds so dirty. Oh dear.
Plus, when you're driving up and down that bit, you can actually see what you're doing, whereas when you're just on top of it, it's no change.
Yeah, well, you know, some people like it on top of them. Don't be a positionist. Oh. It's all Crumble's fault. He's the one that got you to do it. When you're going up and down the face of it.
Instead of only fans, only farming.
Yeah.
That's just because you've got a dirty mind, Ian.
I was going to say, I think that's the kind of result that Polly has most times as well, is probably crying.
Yeah. Right, you're staying there, Adam. Sod you.
I've done it worse than last time.
I mean, especially being as you probably go to bed with these special fed PJs on.
Help.
Depends if he's had a shave.
Oh no. It's like a Mufasa moment.
So I don't think he's the abominable snowman.
Please don't grunt like that ever again, Adam.
Yeah, I know.
Especially when I'm having you a tractor.
I'm going nowhere near your pit for the next while. You better get that slippery surfaces sign out.
Oh, but let me empty this bucket out and then I'll...
Oh, blimey, he didn't fill that up and all, did he? Christ. How long has it been, Adam?
Things have not gone too well. I've been cast inside like a...
I can't just stop talking.
Oh, okay.
Drive along the wall.
Brings only me to slip and slide. This week's episode of Crumble Does Varnish and Light, sponsored by Jerry.
Speed out nowhere. Hello.
Spilled a bit.
Well, I'll let you figure out how you're going to get your tractor out of the book, right?
It turns out the front tyre is the perfect size for the thing. There we go. That's how I'm going to get it out.
How much is the battery? Oh dear.
Beautiful.
I think I might have to just take some of this and as it turns to chaff it'll be alright, it won't rot.
Yeah, the other clamp on that gets finished. If we leave our tractors parked on it, will that compact or not? Do you have to keep moving?
It has to be moving.
I'm going to set my cruise control to like
That's what I do, Adam. I just set the cruise control and put gearbox on.
Oh, right, is that how you do it, is it?
And then I just need to push a button so I go backwards and forwards.
Oh god, I can't go.
I knew you'd like that one. Oh, Adam, you're not stuck again, are you?
All I've got playing over in my head is what's its name? Rabbit. This weekend. Oh, good mums go to Crumbles.
What's happened here?
You'll be stuck on the... Is there a girder there?
You're supposed to take that off.
That's a garter.
I don't...
I think she's a supposed I just want to get my bales in. Oh, that's one. I got them to collect from Sam's as well, haven't I?
There we go.
So you says you need to get your trailer in the field, park it next to the hedge on the outskirts. Just let your boom up a bit. Salty.
Yeah, I think next time I'm waiting for Neo.
Yeah, none taken. Poor old Adam. You know, you'd think with being a geography teacher, you'd be used to doing stuff with hills and valleys and that. Sounds like a mistake. How are you getting on, Adam?
Very slowly.
I'll take it you're using drive control because Keaton's sort of spamming the space bar.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm fed up with squeezing the triggers on the controller. So I'm just doing cruise control and gearbox. It's
You
just
definitely want a wheel for doing pit work.
Now we
Slow
know why
as best
Ian didn't want to talk in BC tonight. He
Yeah,
didn't want to
he didn't be able to behave himself, yeah, because he spotted me in here, well, no, I'm not even going to say what I was going to say. It's because that'll be taken the wrong way. But egg each other on, I should say, use that word. Not the original words I was going to go with. I could hear you laughing from here, Ian. He knows what words I was going to use.
Probably.
I'll get too loud.
so that means you got the kids to sleep finally.
Don't need to smash that. It just doesn't want to just
That's the other one.
with a table leg.
They'll start hearing Ian talking to us and they'll come down straight out and then be over his shoulder in 30 seconds.
I suppose it's not something on the camera to worry about.
Very funny.
Yeah, talking about the old random eggs. When on my server, I sort of sheep out. Then there was one of them eggs in the middle of the road. Yeah, that's just kids in general. Kids and women. Pretty much just, it's nosy buggers.
I will get all this chaff in that pit.
Yeah, you could get Neo to come on.
He's gone for the night.
You need professionals.
Am I?
Well, I don't know, when me and you was doing the pit, well, you did a bloody bang up job of it, so I don't know what you're doing wrong this time.
Good earlier.
Yeah, I don't know where you've gone wrong.
It's just because I didn't compact it.
You're not that good either. Oh, well, no, I'm not.
Yeah, I think it is, as bad as it sounds, all just down to the fact it's not been compacted.
It's, well, mate, there's a pit work, which is what I'm in. Doesn't mean I can't mock.
607,000 litres I'm getting in there.
That's the money for your Black Beauty. Ian, get it on the server.
Nah, I'll be nowhere near.
You're not bad at it, but you're not that good at it. Oh, Brad,
I mean, as it compacts, you get a bit more space at the top.
So I think what you need is you need to get Ian to have some like swings and slides to it, and you'll be really excited, and then you probably bang through it.
73%.
He's like, I'm going to kill him in a minute.
Probably not.
I don't think I will, you know. I think I've got 3 bales in the field and only 2 slots. I might have to carry one back in the forks. I ain't driving all the way back here for 1 bale.
Of course you are.
Oh, I ain't. Where there's a wheel, there's a way. I'll sellotape it to a roof if I have to.
608,000.
What's it per litre at the moment? It's £80 a litre, isn't it, for silage?
I don't know.
Oh, no, there's more than that. There's another 3 bales of it. Sugar plums. Well, we'll get one, and I'll be able to put 2 on the front because I'm using the proper bale spikes, the poo forks. Perfectly designed for the job at hand.
I really need to get this lip removed.
Lip?
Well, the dip where the tyres are at the corner of my clamp.
That sounds like a Sam job.
Yeah, it needs another map update and for a tiny little corner, it's not that bad. I can live with it.
Yeah, I don't know when the next map update will be.
I don't think we'll be having any more, to be honest.
There will be one coming, I think, because I think Ian was on about doing something, separating some bits and pieces the other day. It's not like a thing that's planned like for the next 20 minutes, put it that way. But yeah, it all depends when stuff needs doing, I suppose. It's a secret. I know, that's why I didn't say what it was. See, I know how to play the game. Just go back to eating your jelly tots. Yeah, but like you said, it's not certain it's going to happen like in the next day or so.
I like secrets.
You wouldn't be saying that to someone like Ian, you would never know what he might tell you.
Well, true.
I mean, you really are asking for trouble.
I might confess to something.
I mean, you'd probably be safer talking to Fred West, to be fair.
Tick over to 75% already. There we go.
I'm innocent, yeah, about as much as I am. Yeah, you're innocent, and Crumble's favourite tractor is a John Deere.
Look at all that stuff you just pushed out, Ad.
Oh, you dirty git. Could have used the toilet. I mean, Crumble's got all that toilet roll he had from the last panic buying session.
Yep.
Could have used that then, mate. And you could eat. Well, that's what you could give him, Crumble. Give him a free bag of pasta. A job well done.
I'm going to come off before I fall asleep.
Have you still not done it?
It's 75%.
Crumble's finishing that.
I'll get Shamrock to do in the morning. There we go. Oh my god, my eyes. Oh,
I don't know. Can't get his start from. He's just abandoned his post.
I know, he's took the blooming book breaking away and all.
I'll do some more tomorrow, but I can't do any more tonight. I can barely focus on the screen. Anyway, it's been fun playing. See you guys tomorrow.
Yes, thank you for the help.
Speak to you tomorrow.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Good night.
I'll sod him back. Let's try and do something with this chair tomorrow. Agony.
Yeah, I'm going to call it a night in a minute and all because it's just getting painful and tedious and I'm going to scream.
Oh dear, it was only a couple of hours ago. No, I'm really looking forward to doing the silage. Yeah, 2 hours later, I hate it!
Well, I like doing the silage, it's you know, compacting the clamp.
Yeah, that's the bit I hate the most. I'd still rather do that than ploughing though. That is a tedious job.
I only do clamp silage to save some stress on the server from the 400,000 bales I have.
Yeah, so I'm going for pit work this time because I fancy a change from doing the bales all the time. I ain't done pit work properly for a while, so I thought I'd treat myself.
It's just annoying that every time you go up and down the face of it.
Yeah, it all slips out again.
Yeah. That's what's disheartening me at the moment.
That's why you got to
get your
do
mind out
it
the gutter.
That's why you have to do it like Neo said, you've got to compact it as you go.
Yeah.
Because then that way when you get to the top you only have like 1% to do and it don't shift too far. It's a learning curve.
Oh, don't say I've got the tractor stuck.
Pit work's one of those things you're either good at or you're not, there's no in between. Or majorly poo-poo at it, but needs must. Once those bales dropped off, I think I'll run some silage tomorrow.
Just want to create a bit more space at the top so I can.
I mean, technically, I'm using my silage pit for silage. I'll put a load of bales in it. Just wrap them.
Oh, something else I've got to do is move all my bales so I can do the grass.
Count them. I need to count them mine up really, so I know roughly how many I've got. Just get them up the pigs out as well. Count them up so I know roughly how many I'll get out of all my fields.
I'm gonna go insane if I carry on doing that. When it's 11:30, I need to sleep. Because I won't leave my tractor there.
You should get into it, he loves all things like that. Given that the choice of doing and that or doing coding, I think he'd rather do that at the moment. Well, you just need to have a break from it, Ian, and you've been going at it for a good few months now, the coding I mean. It's nothing wrong with taking a break from things.
Nope.
And there's nothing on the server that really needs a lot doing right this minute. Nothing that can't wait a couple of weeks. Need to collect my bales up now. Yeah, you're supposed to do that. Yeah, he's going to do that this morning.
He needs to give his cows a bit of love as well.
Yeah, poor things. Savage beast he is. If you moan he's getting no milk. They need a bit of wool, they need mucking out, the poor things. Have you seen the amount of muck in his shed?
73,000 litres.
Yeah, he's just bonkers. I mean, I knew something weren't right when I could see the cows walking around their fields with mountaineering gear on. I don't know why. Poor things, they can't even sleep in there. Yeah, I saw the pile outside. But it's because, see, generally you're supposed to use it. It's, you know, the general consensus.
I've only got 150,000 litres of muck in me muck store.
I don't know what I've got. Oh, I keep forgetting to use that. Yeah, 'cause it does thingy information, I'll tell you. I mean, I used a crap ton yesterday, no pun intended. Put it down the road on my pad. Yeah. You can't. It's full of sugar beets. Yeah, how do you get the beets in there? Because I was trying to do it on my server earlier and nothing's happening. I've activated it all like, on the player trigger thing, but yeah, I don't know where you're supposed to put the beets into the doobrey.
Just drive around with a pallet on the fork and you'll find it.
I've got 83,015 litres. of manure.
So
And
you've almost got the same amount of manure as Ian's got in his shed.
there's the trigger for loading. Yeah, I don't know where the trigger is. So I've done the F5 thing. I can find the player trigger and the spawn trigger, but I can't find one to put the bales in, the boxes in there. It's so I'm not sure what I've done wrong there. Yeah, I'll have to figure, Bob. I'll go on tomorrow if you're about, or stream it so you can have a look, see if I'm missing. Maybe I've put it in the wrong place or bloody something. It's probably another yard now, my luck. It's yeah, it's yeah, because I bought a couple of boxes because I needed some for the sheeps. And I thought, oh, well, I got them, I'll try it out. But yeah, it didn't go to plan.
Yeah, a little bit it needs pushing in.
You made me cry.
Get your mind out the gutter.
Oh dear, I can't help it. You just see. Small boy. Oh dear. Yes, as I say, what's big and covered in hairs don't get his armies. Red.
Right, well, I'm calling it a night. 3 hours and 15 minutes on my stream.
Be careful of that.
I might actually go to sleep before 2:30.
2:30?
Yeah.
We're going to take you there, we're going to get you sleep.
No, I was binging Scorpion on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, so that's my problem. Box series is I was watching Benidorm because they got them all on Netflix. But I was, oh, just a couple more. Yeah, it's 9:30 in the morning by the time I eventually went to blooming sleep. It's bad. Them box sets are lethal.
Yeah. They are.
Yeah, I've not watched that Scorpion yet.
It is good.
Yeah, I'll have to stick it in my list. Right, they should have food because I sold 100 of them, so... Yeah, look, they're all folded up. Lovely. Yeah, I've got 527,000 litres of liquid manure. That will get spread. Although I might get Gordon to do it because he likes spreading muck. Bunch of merch trying to fit in while helping the FBI. Oh, I like the sound of that. I like things like that.
No, it's not FBI, it's Homeland Security.
Yeah, some difference.
Yeah, I watched one earlier where there was...
Just one's easier to spell than the other. One's only got 3 letters in it.
Had to stop a nuclear power plant from meltdown.
She's in there, Crumb. She's all tucked up in bed.
Right, that's me done. So I'll give it another 55 seconds. It gives me a 3 hour and 20 minute stream.
You started him off now.
Here we go.
You started him off now. Right. Oh. What is it, time? 25 to midnight.
Yeah, one episode of Scorpio before I go to sleep.
I think I'll get him off sleep it, and
Yeah. And I've got Tom Pemberton's video to watch as well.
yeah, I'll watch that in the morning. So I normally do go and get myself a nice coffee, nice bit of toast with real butter on, and then drop the kids off, and then watch Pemberton.
Right,
And I'll catch up with a few of my YouTube bits and pieces in the mornings.
That's 3 hours and 20 minutes on my stream, so night stream.
Yeah, it's the best way to do it, Ian. That's what I do, because there's never normally much else to do in the morning.
Catch it all on Monday for my next stream. Bye bye.
Bedtime is bad, yeah.